Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to SimPlay Motorsport. It's been a long off-season, and we are heading to the start of our new championships. But what we do have in store for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the Nations League. A chance for the drivers. We haven't done this for a while. It is brand new back on SimPlay Motorsport, this time on GT7. The last time we did this was about a year and a half ago, if not longer, on GT Sport, with the Red Bull Junior cars. Tonight, we're here. Nations League is the action. We're on board down on Orthodox, and as you can see, these fantastic liveries. And while we mention the liveries, we have to give a massive shout out to our very own Hypertech for designing, creating all these liveries. You see there that Dan is in the Team Scotland car, the little Scotland lion on the side, I believe it is, with the Scottish flags on the rear winglets, representing there for Dan. We'll go through all the nations and who's driving them in a few moments' time, but 5 circuits is tonight's target for these drivers. It's tonight's test to see who will become our first proper official Nation League champion here on GT7. Dan is in the commentary box with me, and we'll say hi to Dan in a few moments' time. He's going to give you a bit of a run through of what tonight is, but it is, first of all, 5 tracks. That is what I will tell you. Tsukuba Circuit, and then we've got the Alice Test Track, Road Atlanta, Dragon Trail Gardens, and we end tonight at the historic Goodwood Circuit. What a track that will be. But Dan, first of all, good evening. We can currently see you out on the circuit. This is going to be a fun night tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute cracker. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to GT7. This, I will have to say, is a trial and error kind of thing. We haven't done anything on GT7 at all, so I have no idea how this is going to go, but this is going to be absolutely hilarious. Yeah, let's see which nation is the best. I mean, obviously these drivers aren't from these countries, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting night. Basically, my little idea that I came up with for the off-season, we're running on 3 different platforms, aren't we? And we're going to do the Project Cars again. We're on Gran Turismo 7, and also we're going to be back on Assetto Corsa Competizione. But we're just trying to bring out the variety of drivers as well. And yeah, so the idea of tonight is everyone's been given a nation that Hypertech is fantastically designed for us, and what a bunch of liveries as well. What a legend. And if you do want one of these liveries, then feel free to go and search on the hashtag SimPlay, and you'll be able to find any one of these. But we're in the Roadster MX-5 now, a small little race car with a lot of entertainment. A lot of these guys have probably done like daily races in these cars. They're small little cars, they're just over 200 brake horsepower. And tonight they'll be running on sports tires as well. So not the easiest tires to run on either. They're not racing tires. They're nothing crazy. It is just going to be one qualifying session, which will be starting momentarily for the first race. And then there'll be a 15-minute sprint. All out, who can be on top. After race 1 is finished, Matt will keep an eye on the point system, and then it'll be a reverse grid of the points for then race 2, race 3, race 4. While I change the grid, the guys will have a small practice session within that time, and then yeah, whoever comes out on top, it's going to be a right giggle, it's going to be a load of fun, and I'm nearly dropping this car because it is a little bit twitchy, but this is going to be hilarious, Matt, and I'm really looking forward to this. I really hope it comes off really well, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic, great event. This is it's going to be one to remember. Obviously, GT Sport was the last time we did a Nations Cup in the Red Bull Juniors cars, and that was fantastic. We had 2 fun nights of that. We've decided at SimPlay Motorsport to make this an official series, so every off-season we're going to bring you a Nations League, whether that is the Masters, whether it is the Red Bull Juniors, as we've done in the past. We'll wait and see. So Dan could become a 9-time champion by the end of tonight in this small little short series. But there's many a driver who are a GT Sport, GT7 driver on this grid. We'll run you through the order of drivers at the moment. We have Unorthodox 16, who is, you see the English, the Union Jack next to his name. He is Team Scotland tonight. He is there for an absolutely fantastic time. Team Scotland, he is representing and trying to big up. The last time I believe we had a Team Scotland car on the grid, I believe it was actually Keegs in the Team Scotland car. There's no Egypt tonight. There's no Pharaoh Phil for everybody out there wondering if Pharaoh Phil will make a return. There isn't Pharaoh Phil tonight. There's no Team Egypt. Cranky Duckhead is the Team Mexico car. What a fantastic looking livery from Cranky Duckhead. The fact that Hypertech has done such an amazing job with these liveries is absolutely fantastic. Cranky Duckhead then, the Team Mexico car, fantastic livery there. Hypertech himself, the man who designed all the liveries. Team Brazil for Hypertech. Will it be a fantastic night for the Brazilians? Obviously fantastic in Football World Cups. Their most World Cups they've ever won is 5, and that is the most out of any nation in a FIFA World Cup tournament. But this is the SimPlay Nations League. Can he bring that glory to the SimPlay tracks? Team France, Vive la France. For PN Motorsport, he'll be absolutely loving the cockerel on the side of his car. Can PN not do what he's just done there and put himself in the gravel? Can he keep it on the track and go through? We've also got Monkey Boy out there representing the US of A. Is Monkey Boy. So yes, Tibbs has the American flag. That is his nationality, but nationality is out the window tonight. Team USA for Monkey Boy. And then we've got Daz Automatic, the Welshman, representing the second country with the most sheep, New Zealand. Team New Zealand for Daz Automatic out there on the circuit. He's got Cranky Duckhead putting him under some right pressure at the moment. Simon making his debut here for Team Italy. The British driver making a outing in the Italian coloured car as Unorthodox has just got past him. Doctor Who not yet out on the circuit. He is representing Team Belgium. Pierre Motorsport bigging it up for the Swiss. He's representing Team Switzerland as he exits the pits now. We'll stay on board with exit Tibbs so we can see the Swiss livery. And Dan, while he exits the pits, Hypertech has done a fantastic job with these cars.
Oh, he's done a phenomenal job. We are expecting DJ Phil also to be joining us, but we will be starting the qualifying very shortly. Yeah, absolutely amazing job from him. I mean, we said all we wanted was just the flags on top of the cars, and he went the extra mile. But nonetheless, it has been fantastic effort from Hypertech, and he's done an awesome job on these liveries. And like I said, if you do want these liveries on your MX-5s, and feel free to search up #SimPlay and you should be able to find them. But yeah, should be an interesting night of racing. I've already dropped it multiple times in this thing. But I also decided tonight as well, Matt, that we've gone for circuits that you don't iconically see on Assetto Corsa and Project Cars. So obviously this circuit that we're here in Japan, I can't even pronounce it, but Tsukuba, whatever. Tsukuba, there you go. This circuit is very tight, very twisty, and it's perfect for these little MX-5s. It should bring some dramatic racing. We got also Road Atlanta, which is an iconic circuit, real circuit as well. Very tight, very twisty. So that could be interesting to see how that comes along. Dragon Tail was another circuit that a lot of these guys from GT7 will know and basically detest and hate. So they'll love that one. And also there's obviously the last race, which would be Goodwood, and then obviously the test track. I can't even pronounce the name for the French test track.
I'm going out Alice,
whatever it is called. That is going to bring up an interesting shock for sure, because that's going to be a funny one indeed. But make sure you stick on and support your countries as well. Like I said, we've got Scotland, France, Finland. You support which country you want, because it's not the drivers who are the stars, it is the nations.
It is the nations. But, indeed.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Smith is in the chat telling you to take a breather there. Danny's also saying PN for the win and championship. Good evening to Benedict Varga as well as Ian in the chat was up, says Ian, PN Motorsport as well. Tibbs, the Team Swiss car, just goes fastest of them all. Micro J's is the Team England car, so representing England. Dennis Newman is Team Finland. Doctor Who, as we said, is Team Belgium. And then we do have DJ Phil, who is representing, I believe, Team Germany. And Argent will be representing Team Spain. We believe Argent might be running late. So Argent representing Team Spain. DJ Phil representing Team Germany. We didn't get Team Wales or Team Japan. They was the other two teams we could have had, because we can have up to 15 drivers on the grid. So we didn't get Team Wales or Team Japan on the grid, which is a shame as a Welshman. But either way, that is one of them things. Obviously, Danny's going to let us know when the qualifying is ready to go. 11 drivers to start the race. 13 drivers could be here in total. Let's go for qualifying. We're going to get chats from drivers up throughout the night. We're just going to pop in. No sort of interviews for the podium 3 especially. Just when drivers feel like popping in and out. It should be fantastic to see, as we are going to get qualifying underway. Right now, here we go. 11 drivers to start the race. 13 drivers could be here in total. Let's go for qualifying. We're going to get chats from drivers up throughout the night. Just going to pop in. No sort of interviews for the podium 3 especially. Just when drivers feel like popping in and out. It should be fantastic to see, as we are going to get qualifying underway. So then, every driver currently sat in the grid out of the 11 drivers. It is qualifying time for all of these. We wish all the drivers the very best of luck. The first driver out on the circuit is Unorthodox 16. He's gone out straight away. He's ready to go. Little information on the screen. So you can see the drivers' names. You can see the position, the laps, lap times on the left, track map. The wind speed, a northeasterly 4.1 mile per hour wind speed at the moment.
I really don't think they're going to affect these cars, but you know.
Well, the stream starts now, Ian. The qualifying has started, so we are underway. They're possibly not going to affect the cars. Hey, we'll see. The wind speed could affect them on that track you showed me last night, where it dips downhill like a roller coaster. You don't want the wind getting hold of you there, especially if it's strong. So Dan, coming through the long right-hander.
The hairpin.
And let's take a look. On the onboard view, there you see Dan's lovely yellow and black overalls. The gear changes by his driver. One-handed down the back straight as he changes through the gears. He turns it. He's turning in one-handed. He doesn't let go of the gear shift. He does now. And the camera just panning around to Dan's helmet there on his car. Lovely helmet design and overalls from Unorthodox 16. And the beautiful thing about these cars as well, look, sponsorship of Design Manchester and Audio Sport and SimPlay on the back. You look at the front of the car there, Nations Cup, a few other bits. There's the side of the Scottish car. Absolutely fantastic job here from Hypertech on these liveries. As Dan's coming through the first sector, he's going to be the first man to set a lap time. So qualifying is now underway. And it is a 10-minute qualifying. So this is the crucial thing to remember. You see in the bottom left-hand corner, that is how long this event has been going on. The races will be 15-minute races. And the qualifying will be 10 minutes. So we're a minute 41 through qualifying already. Very short lap through here, and this is the point of these tracks. Very, very short lap to get through. Now, one thing we have forgot to mention is that if Unorthodox 16 takes pole position tonight, that will be his 50th pole position in the Nations League Mazda MX-5 touring car. Can Dan achieve this milestone? 50th pole position in the Nations League. This would be brilliant.
I mean, I've only recently platinumed this game, so it's quite a fun little game. But yeah, I know Tibbs is quite good at this game, so I'll be watching out for Tibbs.
I'll be watching out for Tibbs as well, as Tibbs is about to cross the line. He's got the Cranky Duckhead just behind him. Tibbs has gone second. Cranky Duckhead is then going to come to the line. He's currently gone P4. Then it is Sibian who goes into P4 ahead of Hypertech. Monkey Boy's gone P7. Daz Automatic moves up to 4th. Micro J's big player of the game. He's moved up into P3. So for Micro J's, good lap there. Doctor Who is the man on the final run. PN was in the pit lane. So PN currently in the pits. There's Dan coming up to the hairpin now as Doctor Who's coming down the back straight. And this is going to be the fantastic thing here for me, is to see what these boys are going to do. Doctor Who has some clear track time here and has some clear running. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified. We will be back live on the 19th of January as Doctor Who puts himself into P3. Back to Dan now then. We'll be back live on the 19th of January for the 3 hours of Monza driver swap / solo driver race. And then again at the end of the month for the Toker night, the old touring cars night on there. Tibbs to the final corner. There is a car in front of Tibbs. Can't quite see who that is. Tibbs runs all the curb, goes provisional pole. Here comes Micro J's. Just try and find a car that's in front of him. Dennis Newman's already gone through. J's getting a massive tow from Daz Automatic. Sibian, Hypertech and Monkey Boy all in a little squabble out front. Monkey Boy sets a new lap record for himself. Daz goes even quicker as well. Micro J's stays P3. Currently 8/10 off the pole. Doctor Who is rounding the final part of the lap. The only man with not a lap time in at the moment is PN. He's just crossed the line to start lap now. We're at the 4-minute mark near enough for qualifying. Back to Doctor Who then. And this is absolutely fantastic to see all these livery cars. And there for the Belgium livery that we see for the first time. What a job. Simple design that he's done on all the cars, but a great work. Doctor Who goes into 3rd. PN, as we know, he's on a flying lap now, so it will be Dan. There is actually a car in front of Dan. Not sure if we can figure out who that is. It's Dan, though, who's coming to the line. Goes within a 10th now of Exis Tibbs. Who's the car just behind Dan? That is Dennis Newman, who stays 6th. Then it is Tibbs. And Tibbs doesn't improve on his lap time there. Who is just coming round the final corner? Dennis Newman's just gone. It's Cranky Duckhead to the line. He stays P5 at the moment. Then we've got Sibon and Monkey Boy having a little squabble. Hypertext to the line, as is Daz. They stay where they are. Monkey Boy's currently P10. Sibon is P8. Micro J's is P4. They'll stay in them positions. PN Motorsport has jumped up into 7th place. So a good lap from PN there in the Team France car. Maybe clear air is the way to be looking for these drivers at the moment, as the car on the back straight is Doctor Who coming down the back straight now. What's he going to do? Through this last sector he comes into the final corner. Doctor Who to the line, and his lap time is going to put him. It's a personal best by only 9,000ths of a second, so not enough here. Dan's going to return to the pits. Micro J's is in the pits, and this is one thing, Dan, I love about GT Sport. You remember back to your dad's old days of Project Cars 2, you know, Daft Punk's in the pit lane. You didn't really see them do much. You never on the broadcast to see the ACC pit crew do anything. The pit crew here are phenomenal. The graphical aspect of this game is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's definitely good. I mean, it's still a bit arcadey feel-wise, but other than that, the other perspective of this game is fantastic. Just need to work on the broadcasting a little bit, but other than that, GT7 is fantastic for just raw showing. But we've got a penalty for crossing the pit line, so that's good.
You as one who put that on. Monkey Boy and Sibon set a new record. So Sibon down outside the top 10. Monkey Boy moves into 9th place. Hypertech, the man who did all this, currently 2.8 seconds off the pole. He's 3 tenths between him and Sibon, down in P11. And it is Tibbs, your current pole man, by 1/10 of a second to Dan. Dan's then got a 10th and a half. A 10th and after Doctor Who's coming to the line. Does Doctor Who get any closer? No. 3 tenths down on his lap time. Next car to the line will be that of Dennis Newman, followed then by Exis Tips. Dennis Newman 200ths up here, nearly 300ths up on his lap time. Not enough to get him close enough to Doctor Who. The German driver for Team Finland crosses the line and finds 1/10 of a second as Exis Tibbs finds 400ths. Manages to go a bit quicker than unorthodox here then. Who's the next car coming through the final corner? It is the Cranky Duckhead for Team Mexico. Rounding the final corner now. Up on his time? No, he's not. I believe that is Daz Automatic behind it. It's unorthodox, and Daz doesn't improve. The car behind him will be Monkey Boy before Sibon. Monkey Boy improves. What about Sibon? Doesn't improve there. No improvement. Hypertech will then be the next car. Slides it through the final corner. Hypertech here. Currently needs 3.5 tenths, doesn't find anything there. PN's back in the pits. Who is the next car to the line? It will be Doc 2. Needs just over 1/10 to get himself onto the back of unorthodox here then. Gets to the line, finds half of that time. So he's getting a little closer to Dan. Here comes Micro J's to start a lap. 7.5 minutes through this qualifying session. Remember, as Dan said, the only qualifying session of the night. Every other session after this will be reverse grid from this.
Yeah, as Matt says, it'll be reversed. They'll get a little bit of practice. This is about as much lap time they'll get and practice time they'll get on a circuit until they get to the other tracks. They'll have a little bit of practice and then they got to figure it out for themselves. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting night of squabbles.
It is going to be an interesting night of squabbles indeed. And I'm just going to adjust my microphone level, so apologies there.
God, Tibbs is fast. I knew he'd be fast on this game.
Evening to Peaceful Stepdad in the chat. Here comes Micro J's, who had a lap of Micro J's just while I sorted microphone levels out there. J's to the line, no improvement for him. Next car to the line will be that of Tibbs. Currently 2 tenths, just over 2 tenths quicker than Dan. Gets the rear end out. Oh, he's in the wall. Tibbs is in the wall. That won't put an end to his session. He can return to the pits. We've got Dan and the Cranky Duckhead now. Coming round the final corner. Cranky Duckhead P6 at the moment. Interesting to see the different lines there. Dan, oh, that's what Tibbs did. And Dan goes quickest. He goes to P1 by 0.05 of a second. Cranky Duckhead moved up to P5 as well. Dennis Newman stays in 4th. So unorthodox there. Puts in an absolute belter late on in the session. Hypertech, who needs now 1.1 seconds to get on the back of Sibon. What can he do?
God.
Here comes Hypertech. Does he find that time? He finds 9 tenths of it. Who was just behind him? I'm not too sure. But it's unorthodox with that personal best lap. Who is at the final corner now? It is that of Micro J's down to 6th place. 9/10 of a second separate the top 6. J's, no improvement there for him. Now Daz Automatic down in 8th, being out qualified by Micro J's and PM Motorsport. Daz rounds the final corner to the line. 1.3 off the pole time. Doesn't improve. In fact, that looked like he was starting his lap. Now we look to the car at the back, at the front of the queue here. It is Unorthodox. Currently down through sector 2 he was there. Is he going to be down as he comes towards the line? He runs very wide, not as wide as last time, and doesn't go as quick. Dan, I believe, is done. Cranky Duckhead is done. Dennis Newman goes faster once again. He is also done. Monkey Boy crosses the line, P9. He is done. Hypertech and Doctor Who are the next drivers to come to the line. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can get any improvements here. Hypertech just needs 2/10 of a second now. So can he get that 2/10 of a second? That's going to be the interesting one here for me. He does. He finds half a second. Goes P9. Sorry, Dan.
I'm just off. Best of luck to the rest of the drivers. Enjoy everyone who's watching, and let's have a good little scrap tonight. So I'm off. Catch you in a bit. I will chat to you when we get to race to track 2.
Yep, indeed. Thank you, Dan. Well done. Good luck in the race. Good luck to all our drivers in the race, as well as Micro J's crosses the line. That will be P6 in qualifying for him, unless Daz Automatic does anything about it. He does not. And Daz gets out-qualified by PM Motorsport and Micro J. So, actually, as well, when Dan comes back in, we'll actually have to speak to Dan. Dan is 50 pole positions for him. So, there we go, look. Unorthodox 16, P1, 50th pole position for Dan Unorthodox. What a job for him. P2, Exist Tibbs. Doctor Who, P3. Dennis Newman, P4. The Cranky Duckhead is P5. Micro J's, P6. PN, P7. P8 will be Daz Automatic. P9, Hypertech, P10. Monkey Boy and Sibon in P11. There we see their names for GT7, but we go to just that, as we can now head back to the spectator mode, and we can get the race information back up. We're green and go here, and Unorthodox gets a good start alongside Exist Tibbs. At the moment, there's not much happening in the background. Dan comes across to cover Exist Tibbs down towards turn 1. It's around the outside they go. Doctor Who's looking right around the outside of Tibbs. That looked like the Team French car of PM Motorsport, who was off the track. And Doctor Who doesn't get the move done on Tibbs. So it is Dennis Newman 4th, Cranky Duckhead still P5. Micro J's is P6. Hypertech's moved up to 7th. Daz is P8. Looking up the inside. Looking argy-bargy. Elbows out. Pushing Hypertech wide. Gets a little wiggle on himself. Monkey Boy's going to try and capitalise on this. Down in 9th place already. Here comes Monkey Boy. Looking on the back. Daz has gone very wide. Monkey Boy's going to try and come through here as well and try and make the most of this. Absolutely fantastic racing already early in this one. Daz, then Sibon, Hypertech, PM Motorsport. What has happened to Hypertech? He's actually dropped down to P11. Back to the front though. Tibbs has taken the lead from Dan. Dan right in the slipstream now. Can Dan get the move back done? He's going to pull to the inside line to have a look at the inside of Tibbs into the final corner. Team Switzerland versus Team Scotland. Tibbs is coming through on Dan's got inside line now. Doesn't get the run. Has to tuck back in. Mother D, right, what's this about? We're told to watch Evening All. It is a Nations League countries. And that is basically what everybody is doing here tonight. Everybody is doing here tonight. They are representing the countries of their cars. So Dan is currently Team Scotland. Dan and Tibbs having a good fight. Doctor Who, Dennis Newman, Cranky Duckhead with Jays and Monkey Boy right on the back of him. As Dan's going to look up the inside, we see there. Can't get it done at the first of the two hairpins. Back down the other. Hypertech chasing Pien, who's trying to chase Sibon and Daz Automatic, who gets a little wiggle. Monkey Boy on the back then of Micro Jays with Cranky Duckhead, Dennis Newman. There is Doctor Who, but Dan putting Tibbs under pressure. He's just got his 50th pole. And he's putting Tibbs under some pressure now here in this race. Doctor Who in the Team Belgium car. The German driver in the Team Belgium car today. Dennis Newman, the German driver, in the Team Finland car. And then it's Cranky Duckhead, Micro J's, P6. Trying to use that slipstream of Cranky Duckhead. Then it's Daz Automatic, who's got past Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy defending from Sibon. These two is having a little racing qualifying as well. Sibon looking to go up the inside here. Can't do it at the moment. As we do say, good evening to Hypertech as well in the chat. PM down in P10. Hypertech P11 at the moment. And it is Tibbs started to pull a gap away from Dan. Doctor Who, Dennis Newman. It is 15-minute races. For all of the races, we're through 2.5 minutes. There should be a fair few laps here. Micro J's looking to put some pressure on Cranky Duckhead here. Is he going to look to send one up the inside? No, he thinks better of it. There is Micro J's in what looks to be the Nigel Mansell helmet and overalls from what looks to be 1992. He's now looking to get a good run on him. Looking back from the car, there is Daz. You see the Audio Sport Design Manchester and SimPlay logo. Great work again by Hypertech on these liveries. And I believe Cranky Duckhead went a little wide there. That's going to invite Jays up the inside here. As they head towards turn 1, Jays, no, not got the run he'd have needed here. Damage is on these cars as well. So drivers may feel the damage. Hypertech has now got past Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy for Team USA down the back of the pack at the moment. There is Tibbs, 2 seconds now ahead of Dan. Tibbs absolutely flying. This counts for stats as well, by the way. So a fantastic job here for all these drivers. So Tibbs will actually make his 100th appearance tonight, actually looking at that list of names I've got in front of me. Tibbs will make his 100th race appearance. So well done to Tibbs. Back down to Cranky Duckhead and Micro J's. That looked the closest battle on the track at the moment. Still is the closest battle out there. Hypertech will also make his 50th race appearance. So good to see from some of these drivers. At the minute though, all nice and easy, all nice and quiet. It's been some good racing so far here. It's been some really clean racing as well. Great to see. That was a tyre squeal if I've ever heard one. And it may have been Dan, because now Dan's got Doctor Who pretty much pushing him through the hairpin here. So Dan under some immense pressure at the moment. From now Doctor Who. And this is great to see so far. Dan now has to go deep as Doctor Who looks up the inside. And Doctor Who's going to get past Dan. Dennis Newman might think of having a look as well. Can't do so at the moment. So an Orthodub 16 drops down the pack. 50 pole positions maybe. But no more than that. Dennis Newman now getting involved. And I tell you what. Absolutely great racing because Dan's coming back up the inside of Doctor Who here. And a great bit of racing up towards turn 1 on Orthodub 16 looking back up the inside at turn 1. Dan gets the job done here at Tsukuba. Dennis Newman's now going to think to have a little look into this. And they're now exchanging a bit of paint. The two German drivers for Team Finland and Team Belgium exchanging a bit of paint there. And Dan now pulls up the road. Cranky Duckhead for Team Mexico's P5. Micro J for Team England off, but P6. Daz for Team New Zealand P7. Look at this. PN's back up to P8. With Hypertech 9th and Sibon in 10th place then at the moment. So PN's moved back up to 8th place. Can he hunt down after Daz automatic? Then it's Hypertech, Sibon and Monkey Boy bringing up the rear. He was off. That may have been the tyre squeal, but Tibbs 5 seconds up the road. Dennis Newman did get past Doctor Who in the end, and he's now got the Cranky Duckhead gaining on the back of him. Looking back from the bonnet camera of the Team Mexico car here. You just saw out front, Dennis Newman had a little wobble himself. Jay won't want to make too many mistakes. He's got Daz behind him. Jay and Tibon making their debuts here at SimPlay Motorsport. But Tibbs, 6.1. He's got the fastest lap to his name as well. What a battle we've got on our hands for third place. So Dennis, Doctor Who and Cranky Duckhead. Now we've not seen any penalties at the moment. And there is, you see them yellow markers on the circuit. That is the yellow marker zone that will tell each driver when they have to decelerate to serve that little time penalty they'll get. Doctor Who looking each way till Sunday. Just taps the back of Dennis Newman's corner. He's gone straight on at the first of the two hairpins. Cranky Duckhead tucks underneath and capitalises from a mistake there. And that'll be thank you mama for the carrots for Cranky Duckhead. Through he goes. And he moves himself into P4 at the minute, does Cranky. 1:03.1, that's faster than the qualifying times we saw from Tibbs. Doctor Who looking back at Cranky Duckhead now. They've got 5 seconds back to Micro J's, but as long as Jay stays putting in good lap times, as Doctor Who's going to look back up the inside of Cranky Duckhead, who's going wide around the outside for Team Mexico. And Team Belgium back up the inside. Job done from Doctor Who there. Now did Jays get on the back of them? He's not a million miles away, still 5.5. He's clear of Daz. PN has caught onto the back of Daz slightly. Hypertech trying to come through as well. Sibon has been caught by Monkey a little bit, I do believe, but Monkey Boy not able to stick with the pack at the minute. 6.7 Tibbs from Dan. Dan pulling away from Dennis. Great to see Dennis Newman back out on the track as well. And Doctor Who currently P4. Will now not need that pressure of Cranky Duckhead, who has pulled away a little bit from Micro J's. Team England. Daz automatic 3.2 behind you here, the tyre squeal. PN 3.3 off the back of Daz here, so he's gaining on Daz. Is PN. In his green overalls and helmet there. And when his head just turns slightly, you'll be able to see the SimPlay logo on the side of PN's helmet. There it is, look. You just see the top of the SimPlay logo. In his Team France car. Trying to gain on Daz automatic here. Doctor Who trying to put Dennis back under some pressure then at the moment. That gap's back down under 9/10 of a second. Slipstream will be started to be felt. Not much of a slipstream in these cars, has to be said. Obviously not the most aerodynamic, quite a simple car that Tibbs has absolutely nailed here. And would you believe it, we're already 10 and a half minutes through this race. And the first race is about to come to an end. We'll obviously take a short breather whilst we will head to the second race, the in-between bit. We'll obviously chat with the driver just before as well. We'll see who comes in, but Doctor Who trying to put that pressure back on Dennis Newman, who wants a podium. Does Doctor Who? He'd love a podium, I'm sure. Let's just go back down the order a little bit. PN now within 2.8 to Daz. He'll start to see Daz getting closer. Hypertech 2.9 behind PN. Sibon losing ground and Monkey Boy gaining on Sibon. But he's running out of time. Tibbs has got 6.9 to Dan. The Team Swiss car doing absolute bits at the moment. Oh, Doctor Who, we saw in the background. He's round. He's round. How? Cranky Duckhead went through him there, so I think your cars must ghost as you spin. And Micro J's is going to get past as well. So Doctor Who we saw on Tibbs' camera shot as Tibbs was coming down the back straight. Doctor Who got all out of shape. And for Cranky Duckhead, he moves up to P4. For Micro J's on debut, he's going to be a P5. Race isn't over yet, though. Oh, a lot of tyre smoke. Tyres really squealing. Team England versus Team Belgium. Doctor Who's trying to come back up the inside of J's. J's doesn't let him, though. Is Doctor Who going to think of Ascend It? He does look of Ascend It. Up into the inside of turn 1. Jay's got the outside line. If he can hang it there, it'll be the inside for the next part. Bit of a wiggle for Jay. Doctor Who's back through. And a flash of the lights there for Micro J's. On Doctor Who, then. It's as if he's been racing at SimPlay for so long. Daz automatic trying to gain on the back now of Micro J's. With him now being coming under some pressure. PN's just lost out a little bit to Daz. So there's Dennis now in a world on his own. Cranky Duckhead a little further behind. And then we got his battle, Doctor Who, Micro J's, Daz Automatic, PM Motorsport, you can see, Hypertech within 2.5 of PN, then Sibon, and then Monkey Boy, but it's Tibbs, nearly 8 seconds out front at the moment. Exist Tibbs. Absolutely flying tonight is Tibbs. What a night this will be for the young man who has taken, I don't think he's taken, does he have a race win here at SimPlay Motorsport? I believe he's got one. Does he have two? Yeah, he's got 2 race wins to his name. But it looks like he's about to add a third. What a fantastic opener this has been. Tips from Dan. Dan's got a half a second time penalty, so this is what we were saying. He's got 2.4 seconds to Dennis. Now, Daz, the next time he goes through the slow zone, which is on the back straight, it will automatically slow him down. Let's just drop back to Doctor Who. Still ahead of Jay. Still ahead of Daz. Daz to PN's gone up to 3.8. Hypertech's actually gaining on Jay. On PN, sorry. So let's look at Dan then. The next time Dan comes through the back straight, he's going to lose half a second here. Tibbs, I reckon, will possibly just get one more lap in. Just. Right, here we go. You see it say slowing down. You see he'll be forced to decelerate the next time around. Will Tibbs get to the line? That's going to be the question. So watch here. Dan goes through the slow zone now. His timer starts to tick down. He's back now up to full speed. Tibbs, though, he's going to come to the line. I believe he's possibly going to get one more run in. Here he is going to get one more lap in just with 5 seconds to go. So Dan loses a bit of time to Dennis Newman. Then it's Cranky Duckhead, Doctor Who, Micro J's, Daz Automatic, PN. Hypertech's lost out a lot of time. Oh, race is over for Dan. So the race is over for everybody bar Tibbs, I do believe. So yeah, that looks to be the case here. The checkered flag is flying for everybody apart from Tibbs. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but PN will cross the line for P8. Hypertech is going to cross the line for P9. Sibon will then cross the line for P10. Monkey Boy will cross the line for P11. And it is going to be race win number 3 here at SimPlay Motorsport. It is going to be Exist Tibbs to take his third race win overall here at SimPlay Motorsport. What a job for him. It's P1 for Tibbs in the first race of the Nations League here tonight. A great job for him. Second place, as we know, for Unorthodox. I believe we will get to see the podium celebration. There it is. P1 for Tibbs on the victory road. And let's take a look at the result of this one then. So Exist Tibbs on Orthodox 16. Dennis Newman was then next from the Cranky Duckhead, who was P4. Good result for him. Doctor Who was P5 at the end of that. Micro J's on his debut. P6. Good outing for him. I'm sure he'll be taking that one from Daz Automatic. P7. PM Motorsport did cross the line P8 after an early spin. Hypertech was then P9 from Sibon in P10. Monkey Boy bringing up the rear in P11. So that then is the way that looks, and that is the way the standings will be. We will leave that show on screen for you at the moment, meaning the way it is ran so far. Let me just change all this around on screen. Meaning that Tibbs 35 points on Orthodox 31, Dennis Newman 27, Cranky Duckhead 24, Doctor Who on 22, Micro J's on 20, Daz Automatic 18, PN 16, Hypertech 14, Sibon 12, Monkey Boy 10, Argent and DJ Phil yet to score, as they haven't been here at the moment. We do, though, have DJ Phil. We have PN Motorsport in the party with us. He's coming for a little chat as we update that to 164 podiums for Dan. We scroll down our long list of podium drivers. We look for Tibbs. Where is Tibbs? There's Dennis. That's Dennis's 9th podium. Has Tibbs had less than that? I didn't think he had. We're on to 4, and I still can't find him. We're on to 2. He's had more than 2 because he's had 2 race wins. And he's been on the podium at other times. Where is Tibbs' name on this list? It's there. That is Tibbs' 27th podium, so tying in with Max Mulder in terms of podiums. Pian, welcome to the commentary box. Obviously, used to being here through the racing. Just read some comments out. Micro J's, love that. I struggled on the tyres, though. Great racing, everyone. Mother D, everyone seems to be getting something, but we're all good. Thanks. Good to hear. Pian, a little spin early on in that race, but it was a good race for you. You had a good comeback.
I didn't spin. I ran wide on turn 1. To avoid Cranky Duckhead and how to channel my inner Frenchman. I surrendered.
A good comeback drive from yourself, though.
Yeah, Sakuba, so it's not exactly the hardest track in the world.
Now, you're a GT player. How would you pronounce this one?
Alsace.
Alsace. There we go. So I was going to go with Alice, but that makes more sense.
Alice.
Team France, home track for you, I assume. This is a French track?
Oui.
There we go then. So, home track for you. What can you do around this next circuit?
Not a lot. There's not really one that's in the main game a lot either, because they normally use the full version of Alsace more than they do this one. I think because it's not like a popular GT when you had like Sunday Cup and Popley and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good fun though in the Mazda MX-5s?
Yeah, they're a giggle, aren't they? They're good fun. I've already had an idea what car we could use for the next one up, step up. It's another race car, a bit like this, but it'll come with racing hards. That'll please a lot of people.
What do you think tonight? Obviously, Nations League, we've done it before in the Red Bull Juniors. We say it is a special event in the off-season. Obviously, the admins at SimPlay have decided to make this an official championship. It counts for stats. It counts as, winning for the country. It's something different, isn't it?
It is different, and I find GT quite relaxing to play compared with Gran ACC. I'm not as worried about tyre pressures or anything like that. And just go to track and go into it. So,
especially when the lobby's set up that all the cars are the same, it is pretty much just get on the track and go.
Yeah, it's fun.
Exactly. Well, Pian, best luck for race 2. We wish you the best.
Yep. Cheers. I might be back a bit later.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. Dan, that was interesting.
Hello.
Tibbs just gone, man. He's got some pace in these cars.
I did say he was good on these.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there was not much I could really do, to be honest. I was too busy worrying about the guys behind me, if anything. I'm just currently doing the grid. Luckily, the results from the last race is able to show me where we are at. So, obviously, regarding the points, obviously, you have to let me know a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was all right. That was good fun.
Yeah, it was good fun. It was a good little fight.
The circuit doesn't really offer great opportunities to really attack, but this one should definitely be a bit more interesting.
Well, you showed me this track on the share screen last night on the PlayStation, and I said to you, that's going to be interesting. It looks like a bit of a roller coaster where you come to the top and drop straight down. I've seen 3 cars already in practice nearly lose the rear end.
Yeah, this is where it's going to get interesting now. We'll see how these boys get on around here. It's definitely a circuit it's very, very simple, but it's going to definitely cause a few people out.
I
haven't even gone out yet, so
Cranky Duckhead's actually just span at the bottom of the hill as Hypertech's currently fastest. Tibbs has just gone past Jay, coming round the final corner. Team Switzerland leading the way at the minute, and from Team Scotland so far. Tibbs to the line. What's his lap time going to be as he puts it in? Not too much quicker than Hypertech. As this is the area we're on about. You drop down the hill and your car just wants to do an absolute madness. Somebody's span, and that's Daz Automatic. So he nearly lost it. He now has lost it. He's returned to the pit lane. There we go then.
I mean, to be honest, it's even making me feel sick just going down there.
Yeah.
And I'm only on a game. Oh god. Yeah. These cars aren't like they're easy to drive, but they're definitely like they wake you up.
Yeah, they're on the limit. every lap. Doctor Who's Cranky Duckhead is now around at the hill, and just nearly taps Doctor Who there ever so slightly. So Doctor Who, the next man on a lap. Dennis Newman is absolutely rapid behind him and comes screaming past the two German drivers. Oh, Doctor Who all out of shape coming through the final corner. They've got Monkey Boy behind them just as well. It's absolutely great stuff here. What can Dennis do? Will he improve anything? No, neither does Doctor Who. Cranky Duckhead stays 6 months. Monkey Boy goes P4. Right, okay.
I can't even put a lap together. This is what I mean. You're going to have a very stereotypical track that everyone knows. Now you come to a circuit that nobody knows.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll go into the race in a few moments' time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, God.
So here comes Dan, who's just so wiggly. As was Dennis, as was Doctor Who. Cranky Duckhead was in the wall all behind you. Lap 1 should be absolutely epic at that corner, if they're all still bunched up.
Well, it's reverse grid as well from the previous race.
Yeah.
So, and it's not like it's based off points. This is from whoever was fastest in the first one. So Tibbs and myself will be at the back, and Simon and Hypertech and Monkey Boy at the front. So it could be very, very interesting for lap 1. Heavy damage as well. So if they do damage their cars, they will have to pit.
Oh, Doctor Who, he's sideways. He's drifted through turn 2 there. Wow. Manages to hold that together well. Nearly lost it.
See, for me, it's not the hill that's the problem. It's coming out of the hill.
Ah. The little left-hander before. Just after, sorry.
Yeah, my car, well, everyone's car would be doing the same, but I'm just getting a little bit of slide on exit.
We are coming to the line now to settle that. Then it's Dennis and Doctor Who. Tibbs is in the 52s. Dan, 6/10 off the back of him. Dennis doesn't improve. Doctor Who didn't improve. Hypertech's currently P5. Monkey Boy 6th. Cranky Duckhead 7th. But PN, Sibon back in the pits. Daz and Micro J's haven't yet put a lap time in. So this will be interesting to see here who can do what. Have you just lost it at that section?
Not lost it, it's just, you just hang in there. You just gotta hope and pray that you stay in one piece. Oh, this is gonna be funny. This is going to be funny.
I wonder why PN and them lot, you know, Jay and Daz haven't come out on track.
Not a clue, but either way, they're about to go racing,
Yeah.
so...
Well, best of luck to everybody again. It's about to be race time here for the second race. Get your comments in the chat. Let us know who you think's going to win. Let us know what you think to the Nations League. As we're about to go racing for the second time tonight. Here,
I'll stay in the pipe this time.
I've already forgot what PN's called this track.
Good start.
Yeah. Obviously, if you want to get involved here at SimPlay Motorsport, don't forget to press the link for the Discord. 19th of January, we have the 3-hour endurance event, driver swap solo driver, and then on Thursday, the 25th of January, I have the Tokenite, where Dan will be bringing you the Tokenite live on the channel, as will be the 3-hour endurance night as well. And the start of the season, first week of February, BMW M2s Pro and Pro. Make sure you get in the Discord, do your hot stints to get involved, see which category will be put in for GT3s. BMWs, just sign up. But we are green and go here, and it's Monkey Boy who gets a good start. Hypertech behind as well, got a better start than Sibon. PM Motorsport's currently trying to look around the outside in P4. The Team France car having a mighty look around the outside, but Daz Automatics worked his way into P3. He's been pushed wide. I think Doctor Who is also off. Dan's making his way up to P4. He's past Sibon, looking to get past PM Motorsport as they come uphill to the scary section. Hypertech and Monkey Boy side by side. They are coming through the right hander now. Then it is Dan, PN, A couple of other cars side by side just behind. I believe one is Micro J's. All through pretty cleanly. Pien has a wiggle. There's a few other wiggles in the background, but everybody's through relatively easy. That was the Team Finland car. Dennis Newman in the barrier. Sorry, Micro J's in the barrier, not Dennis Newman. He's now side by side with Tibbs on his outside. Tibbs looking mighty strong here at the moment. P5 now looking up the inside of PN. He's been able to hold a tighter line. That is Monkey Boy off. Dan moves into second place. PN now moves into third. Tibbs comes through as well. So it is Hypertech from Dan, from PN, from Tibbs already in this race. And Tibbs now looking all over PN, who bounces off the wall a little bit. And PN's gone wide and straight into the wall. Micro J's nearly follows him, as does Monkey Boy. And it is carnage down the bottom end of the field. And with damage on, that'll hurt PN absolutely massively here. He'll have some damage from that. And now, Doctor Who looking up the inside of Monkey Boy. Look at this gaggle of cars coming down the roller coaster section of the circuit. Monkey Boy's already loose before he even drops down. Everybody's still through cleanly. Jay giving Daz a little love tap up the rear there. Then Jay actually looked a little slow. Wonder if he's had a moment through that section. Daz is P5. He's chasing down Dennis Newman. Tibbs now trying to hunt down on the back of Unorthodox while Danny's on the back of Hypertech through into the final corner. Dan looks to the outside of Hypertech, leaving that door open a little bit for Ex's Tibbs. At the moment, it's going to be the inside line for Dan next time round. Is Tibbs thinking of making this 3 wide? Not yet, he's not. Backside of that. Dan up the inside. Thank you, Mama, for the carrots. Tibbs, though, cleverly holds the inside line and gets past the pair of them. As both Hypertech and Dan run wide. Tibbs has just pulled a textbook move there.
Yeah, I just got mugged. I just got well and truly mugged by Tibbs there. Fair play. He read that beautifully.
Daz looking up the inside of Dennis, just a little too far back for that tight line to work. Micro J's now being overtaken by Monkey Boy. He's very wide. Yellow flag waving. Overtaking is prohibited. Hypertech's lost it at the roller coaster section. So he's gone from leading the race to dropping down to P8. PN has passed Cranky Duckhead and Simon through the roller coaster part of the track. There you go. Duckhead's round as well. Just cannot keep the car from spinning round on that final part of the circuit. Now can Dan stick with Tibbs? That's going to be the question. Oh, goes deep. Goes a little deep. That's going to help Tibbs out there. Dennis has got Daz, who's gone deep. Daz bouncing off the wall slightly there. Doctor Who. Did Doctor Who give him a tap because he's waited? And now Monkey Boy's drifting through turn 2. He fancies a piece of this as we come back uphill to the roller coaster section. The cars are linked to the chains. They're cranking up the hill. And what will happen? Scream if you want to go faster down here. Monkey Boy. Oh, Monkey's gone. No, it's Doctor Who. I thought Monkey was going to go and Doctor Who has just absolutely stacked it. What's happened to Dan?
I dropped it.
Monkey Boy passes up to P4. Here comes Micro J's on the back of Dan. He's not far enough. Dan's back up to speed at the moment. Hypertech's now P7. Doctor Who drops down to 8th. PN is 9th. And now it's Seaborn who's dropped to 10th. With the spin at the roller coaster, Cranky Duckhead's got to negotiate this. And the roller coaster section is catching all the drivers out here, but Tibbs 5.5 seconds out front at the moment. It's going to be easy to work out who's starting last in the next race. Tibbs from Dennis. Daz is running on the podium. Then it is Unorthodox, who has just got past Monkey Boy. A Monkey Boy Team USA sending up the inside. He's been with Sutty for 2 seasons. He might fancy it. Not there, though. Now through the roller coaster they go. Hang on to it, everybody. They all do. Hypertech is through. Now what about Doctor Who this time? As PN's gaining on him. Doctor Who this time gets through it all. PM Motorsport gets through it all. Just about hangs in there. Whew. Right, Monkey Boy and Jays, Team USA, Team England, with Team Brazil catching in the background. Oh, trying to get that stopped and turned in. Monkey Boy does very well there. Just losing out to Unorthodox now. Dan's just slowly pulling away here. And here comes Micro Jays on the back of Monkey Boy. 0.6 of a second. Slipstream in full effect here. At the roller coaster, Monkey's gone deep. Jay's going to look up the inside. You might want to watch out that inside line if somebody drops it coming down the hill. No, they all get through cleanly. Hypertech follows suit. PN has now, Doctor Who has now dropped PN. We're 5.5 minutes through here. Even more laps will be done in this race due to the 52-second lap. In fact, Cranky Duckhead struggling. He's been given the blue flags here. He's got to give way to Exis Tibbs, who is charging at the moment. Daz has got Dan breathing down his neck. Micro J's is making a move in the background on Monkey Boy. Going to be up the inside for turn 2. Monkey Boy goes a little wider. J's up the inside. Is that a thank you moment for the carrots for Team England? They're still together here, still tooth and nail. And there you see Monkey Boy. Just now drops behind Micro J's. He's all sideways. He taps the back of Jay. Unsettling Jay's corner. Monkey Boy goes back through. And he's trigger happy on that flashing button. His Monkey Boy. He's flashing all over. Hypertech now fancies a piece of Micro J's. Side by side into the final corner. No can do there. Right then. Monza. Last season of ACC. Round 2. Daz versus Dan. And it was Daz who was ahead of Dan on that occasion. Dan's giving him the flash of the lights. He's giving Daz the hurry up. And away they go now. Yellow flag. Why is there a yellow flag? It is Sibon, who has now been lapped by Tibbs, who had a spin at the roller coaster section of the circuit. Dipping through the hill they go. Monkey Boy, Hypertech did get past Micro J's. Dan still ahead of Daz. Up the inside at the final corner. Daz looked like he was coming across. Try and squeeze him. They exchange paint again. And Daz lets Dan go this occasion. Oh, Daz is sideways through the last corner there. And somehow holds on to that one. Daz automatic. I applaud him for that. That was well done. Really hung it out to dry. Monkey Boy. Jay's is back ahead of Hypertech. Then it's Doctor Who's. Oh no, Doctor Who's had a spin. Where's PN? Doctor Who gets back going at the final corner, so PN cannot take advantage of that. Where is Tibbs in relation to PN Motorsport? Away at the moment. Now, Dan, 4.4 off the back of Dennis with Sibon. The back marker, Cranky Duckhead's had a spin at the bottom of the hill. He stays very still. And nobody collects him, thankfully. Oh, Monkey Boy rubbing off the wall there. The American car really bouncing off the walls. You saw the sparks fly. And now the Americans lap the Mexicans. And we won't even go there. Micro J's, Team England, put a lap on Team Mexico as well. And that is another job done for Micro J's. Done absolute bits in race 1 to get the position. He's now gained onto the back of Monkey Boy quite rapidly. Here is Micro J's. Great to see. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, the bell to be notified, and subscribe. A week on Friday, we are live for the 3-hour endurance race of Monza. Hypertech is now lapped the Team Mexico car of Cranky Duckhead, and Jay's really gaining on the back of Monkey Boy here. Hypertech not a million miles away. Jay's has a look up the inside into the roller coaster section. Monkey Boy again exchanging paintwork with the wall. They're all through nice and cleanly this time round. Bouncing over the curb. Hypertech's in the wall. He's got 10 seconds out to Doctor Who, so he's absolutely going to be A-OK there. Should start to pull away. Doctor Who has another massive moment. Daz has just put a last lap on Sibon. And Monkey Boy having a better second race here. Trying to stay clear of Micro J's at the moment. We're 9 3/4 minutes through this race. Dan, how's it going on your hunt down after Dennis?
I just hit the curb quite hard, so a little bit slower now. But yeah, I think it's not trying to beat everyone else, it's trying to beat the circuit, if anything.
Yeah. Forgot to ask, what was the half a second time penalty for in the first race?
I may have cut a corner.
Ah, there we go. So as you come down here, it is a headwind for Micro J's at the moment. It's true, come the 11 laps we've completed of this race, by the way. And we start lap 12 now. And for Jays, he's just losing a bit of time to Monkey Boy. He's now clear of Hypertech, as we know. He's got Doctor Who gaining on him. So this could be a good little scrap. Doctor Who will want this for the points as well. Also, congratulations, by the way, forgot to mention, on the 50th podium. Well done.
Podium? Do you mean pole?
Pole position, yeah, well done.
Woo!
Tibbs got... can't remember what... no, somebody got something else as well, I believe. Yeah, others will get 50th race starts, 100th race starts in this one, so yeah, nice to see. Doctor Who right on the back now of Hypertech here. This is for P7. Hypertech's last race of the night will be his 50th. Where's PN in all of this? He's 9th place. And I believe, has Tibbs just lapped him? Tibbs has just lapped PN. No, now we've got a fight on. Daz has had a moment down the hill. Jay, as they lap Sibon. Jay's now exchanged some paint with the wall. Monkey Boy pushing Sibon down the roller coaster. Easy as she goes, Monkey Boy. They both lap Sibon, but that has really allowed Jay to get back on the rear end of him here. Monkey Boy looking aggressive tonight in this second race. As they all come through to start lap 14. 12 minutes gone in this one, so we're still in for some more laps in this race. And at the moment it is the same podium 3 as race 1, except Dan and Dennis will be tied. Back down to Doctor Who, who's got past Hypertech, although Hypertech's going to look like to go up the inside towards the roller coaster now. No, doesn't get the exit, so Tuck's back in behind. Nothing can be done there for Hypertech, so he drops down to P8 at the moment.
Bit of marbles on the track.
Affecting the car?
Probably. Just these cars are terrible on understeer.
On board with Micro J's through the left-hand kinker one. Brakes a lot earlier than Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy's gone very, very deep. Is this Jay's opportunity in the Team England car? It is. He's past Monkey Boy. So Monkey Boy brake late into turn 1. He's dropped now behind Micro J's. Jay's back up to 5th place. He got a 6th in race 1. It's going to be a P5 at the moment. 13.5 minutes. There's still a minute and a half of racing left to go here. And where is Tibbs? How big a gap does Tibbs have? 18 seconds. Wow. PN's got the windscreen wipers on. The old Dean Wysocki tactic of Project Cars 2. The go faster windscreen wipers. Oh, Hypertech's in the wall. Tibbs is about to come and lap him. Hypertech stay still. Oh, dear me. Tibbs has nearly collected Hypertech. So Tibbs has now lapped the bottom 4 drivers. Now Cranky Duckhead's back in the wall as well. Is yourself, who's just got past Dennis Newman, is about to come down. Cranky Duckhead stays still, and he does so. Whew. Dan moves into 2nd place. It will be the exact same top 3 at the moment, ahead of Dennis Newman. Daz running P4 after a P7 in race 1, so he's going to look to propel himself up the championship, as is Jay, who started to pull away from Monkey Boy. Doctor Who, 6.5 behind them. But I don't think we're going to get many other laps. As we know, when the leader crosses, when the time is up, that is when the race finishes.
Oh, God.
So, for Tibbs here, who's about to lap Sibon once again. Does lap Sibon once again. Will Tibbs get to the line? 9 seconds left. I don't think he will. So this will be it for Exis Tibbs. It is going to be a 2nd race win of the night. And a healthy lead in this championship. It's going to be his 4th race win. It is Exis Tibbs who wins the race. Doctor Who has finished 7th place as well. We wait for Dan then to come through. Hypertech has finished in 8th. We wait for Dan to come through for looks to be second place. The top three look dead set to be the same at the back as last time. Unorthodox 16 will come home for P2. Dennis Newman will take P3. Daz Automatic looks like he's going to take P4. He's 10 seconds clear of Micro J's. That is the cranky duckhead who's going to take P11. Simon will take P10. So Daz P4, good result for him. Micro J's P5, although he's coming under pressure from Monkey Boy right at the last minute. Monkey Boy's going to try and do him on the line. It's going to be close. Monkey takes it. P5 for Monkey Boy on the line. What an absolute bit of drama that was. PM Motorsport, I believe, was P9. Victory lane again for the American driver of Exist Tibbs. What a drive that was. And as we take a look at then the results, Tibbs from Unorthodox with Dennis Newman, Daz Automatic, Monkey Boy, Micro J's, Doc 2 takes P7 with Hypertech P8, PM Motorsport P9 ahead of Sibon, and then the cranky duckhead. What a drive that was. What that means though for the current championship standings is nothing if you're the top three. They stay exactly the same. But Cranky Duckhead, who was P4, tumbles down to P7. It is Daz who now moves into P4 with Dr. Who 5th. Tied on points with Micro J's. Cranky Duckhead is on 7th with Monkey Boy 8th. PN 9th, Hypertech 10th, and Sibon 11th, which will mean Sibon will be pole position for the next race. We'll keep it on the ranking screen while we await the reverse grid. In fact, tell you what we will do. We'll have a quick toilet break. So we will pop to a break screen for a moment, and we'll be back momentarily. Do not go anywhere.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. All in when I show up, whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate.
hold my hand in the darkness. Summer heat, bodies laid on the carpet. Eye to eye, glistening, no, I saw it. I saw it. You're golden, golden, honestly you know it. Me under the street light at the end so I could show you. You're golden, golden, honestly you glow it. Me under the mezzanine just so that I could show you. You're golden. Hey, you're golden. You're golden. You're golden. Golden. You're golden.
Gentlemen, to SimPlay Motorsport with our racing this evening. It is the Nations League that you see on your screen in front of you, and it is this man, Exist Tibbs. Yes, has a time penalty in the free practice session, but it is this man who is leading the championship. We have lost Daz Automatic. He is off to work, so shame for Daz. He's gone to work and will not be able to take part in any further racing tonight. But brilliant to see this race. It's really good action here tonight. Is there any other drivers in the commentary box with us? No, nobody's jumped in for a quick chat. So I'm going to pour myself another glass of drink because it is required tonight. A lot of action out on the circuit. We are now, though, at our third location, 1 minute 35, so one of the longer circuits at the minute out on track, and this one is Road Atlanta. Now, a brilliant circuit. You see this on the IMSA calendar for the endurance stuff, and I've seen a few people on Twitch do LMP stuff and mixed race categories on iRacing around this circuit. It is an absolutely belter of a track. It's, like I say, it's used for the IMSA endurance racing, so an absolute belter of a circuit here at Atlanta. Really is a fantastic place to come and watch the motorsport or get involved. And it's got a lovely little tricky section. I believe does this have the chicane? I've seen on iRacing this has the chicane. Evening to Daniel.
Yeah, so I thought I'd change up a little bit of the settings. We are in an early sunrise on this setting.
Love that.
Bit of sunrise, and we've also got a bit of mist lingering in the air.
There we go.
Well, so
thought it looked a little different. Yeah, here we go. Look, the chicane here. This is going to be a chicane. Where are we going to see some send-it manoeuvres? Like we say, brilliant track. If you're a follower of the IMSA endurance stuff, you'll know it from there. Absolute fantastic circuit to be on. So Tibbs is currently the championship leader from Unorthodox. The grid order...
Home circuit, by the way.
It is home circuit for Tibbs, and home circuit for Monkey Boy for the Team USA car. So keep that one in mind. The grid order will be as follows. It will be Sibom on pole from Hypertech, PN Motorsport, Monkey Boy, Cranky Duckhead, Micro J Stock True. Daz Automatic, as we said, has had to go to work, so he will not be taking any further part this evening. Dennis Newman, Unorthodox, and Exist Tibbs will be at the back of the grid. So only the 10 cars for drivers to navigate through here. But this is fantastic. This is fantastic to see. Hypertech asked to be in for an interview. So what we'll do is we'll invite him to the party. And are we planning on going live anytime, going racing anytime soon? Get him in at the end of the next race, I'll tell him.
I'd say coming to the end of this one, we'll go racing very soon. Just because we're not really on a tight schedule, but obviously, you know, we'd like to finish on our usual times here at SimPlay, and I've missed the corner at turn 1, so that's a good start. So I'm going to go in blind, I think, for this one.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
There's crackling on your mic, says Rich.
Thanks, Rich.
I don't know if that's me or Matt.
Hopefully I can sort it. Hypertech has joined us now. Well, we'll get a quick word from Hypertech. Very good, yourself. First of all, these liveries look amazing, so thank you for doing them. something to do at work. I've been seeing a few bits, eh? Quiet afternoon. Quiet afternoon, yeah. Jump on the liveries. Yeah. No, they look absolutely fantastic. How are you enjoying tonight? It is good to hear. Apparently we can't hear you on the chat, buddy. So we'll have to get your settings shared. Yeah, we'll have to get that one sorted. So we will leave it there for now, buddy, and hope to hear from you at the end of the night again or something if you get them sorted in between races. But best luck for the rest of the races, buddy. We look forward to hearing from Hypertech later on. Obviously, P3 at the moment around this Road Atlanta circuit. Home soil for Tibbs, home soil for our American car of Monkey Boy as well. Rich, let us know if there is still crackling, and let us know which one the crackling is coming from. We will try and sort that out as soon as possible. I am using a different microphone tonight, so it might be that. Or it might be the fact the headset is...
We're about to go into a few second warning for the start of this race.
There we go then, before the race then. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified when we are live. 19th of January, 3 hours of Monza. It went away, so it is my end, right. So I do believe it is possibly my headphones on my controller. I think they're starting to give up. So I'll try and sort that, because I am using my proper mic tonight. So please let me know if it happens. Again, if it does, apologies. We'll try and sort that as soon as possible. I think I need a USB mic for when I'm using this proper one. 19th of January, 3 hours of Monza on Assetto Corsa Competizione. Obviously, we're moving to the PS5 edition this year. That'll be the driver swap solo independent race, whatever you are wanting to sign up as on the 19th. That is the Friday night, a week on Friday. And then the 25th, the week after, 25th, the Token Night. Back on Project Cars 2. If you want to get involved in any of the fun races or in any championship here at SimPlay Motorsport, the championship starts at the beginning of February, first week of February. So make sure you're on the Discord, signed up, you've done your hot stints ready to go. We've got the BMW M2s coming on a Tuesday night, and we have the Pro-Am series on the Wednesday and Thursday. That starts the 6th of February with the BMW M2s. Dan then goes into the other party as we get ready to go here then in this race at Road Atlanta. 15-minute races. There was an ACC update today. Is the GT2 pack out then? Because I know that's coming out in February. There is no release time at the moment for it. Right. So it is Sibon that will start on pole position. 10 cars. Daz has gone to work. Who will be the race winner? Get your comments in the chat who you think will be the race winner for the first official Nations League. We have done unofficial Nations League. We are green and go here. It is a good start from Hypertech and PM Motorsport, who's taken to the grass already in the early morning race. You're not going to get the traction out there for Team France to get past Team Italy. Monkey Boy on home soil is trying to get past Hypertech. Team USA versus Team Mexico. It is all bunched up, breaking into Tier 1. Tibbs comes through the pack like a steam engine here at Road Atlanta. Dr. Who and Monkey Boy bounced off each other, and look at the leaders going. Is PN from Hypertech. From them, the Cranky Duckhead already as they come through the middle part of the section. It's not it's not PN anymore. PN's at a moment. Dennis is up to third. Danny's fourth. Monkey Boy's fifth. He's got Tibbs battering the back of his Team USA car here at Road Atlanta. Then it is Dr. Who, Micro J, Sibon and PM Motorsport picking up the rear at the moment. But what a bit of drama. This is Cranky Duckhead from Dan. Tibbs and Monkey Boy now side by side. Tibbs will have the inside line. Will he think of sending it on Dan? No, Dan's going to lunge on the Cranky Duckhead here and moves up into P3. Tibbs, though, follows through. Dennis has that half a second time penalty to his name. And he's coming up to the slowdown area of the circuit. And Team USA of Monkey Boy trying to do the best he can. Dennis now has to slow down. Dan and Tibbs fly through. And here is Tibbs for Team Switzerland. Trying to get past Dan as they come towards the chicane. Camera zooms in on the action. Tibbs to the outside line of Dan. And can't get it done at the chicane. Very steady through there was Dan. Monkey Boy got past Dennis Newman as well. Then it is Micro J's Cranky Duckhead. Sibon, PM Motorsports got past Doctor Who. So I don't know where Doctor Who's gone off. But it is Hypertech who leads by a second. Tibbs has got past Dan somewhere though. So Tibbs has got ahead of Unorthodox. And is looking for 3 straight wins here for Team Switzerland. Oh, what's happened to Hypertech? What's happened to Dan? Dan's on the grass. Monkey Boy's got past Dan. As well as Hypertech. Monkey Boy bunny hopping over the curves. Dan's down to 3rd. Jay's up to 4th. Ahead of Dennis Newman. Then the Cranky Duckhead. Then Hypertech. Then PN. Sibon and Doctor Who. Look at this little fight here. Doctor Who looking up the inside. PN's had another moment. He went wide. And Doctor Who now gets past. No, he does not. PN stays ahead from Doctor Who and then Sibon, but it's Tibbs who leads from Monkey Boy, who's got that off a second time penalty. He's going to be coming on Dan's going to be coming on him any moment now for Unorthodox here. Tibbs' 100th race will be the next one as well. So a good place for him to make his 100th. Monkey Boy does his slowdown. Unorthodox goes through. Easy as you like. So it's an American lead in the race. It's Team America down in 2nd place. Then it's Micro J's for Team England. So Team England and Team Scotland not doing bad. Team Mexico under pressure from Team Finland. Dennis Newman with a send-it manoeuvre up the inside. Who's that across the grass? That's Dan. He's gone across the grass. He's gave the podium back to Jay. And now to Monkey Boy. Cranky Duckhead goes through. Hypertech's coming through as well. So Dan has made another error. And through goes Hypertech. Well, you don't normally see these errors from Unorthodox, but he's made a few tonight. He's wide again and off. PN is nowhere near though. Then it is Sibon. Then it is Tibbs. We've actually lost Doctor Who. So Doctor Who, if he gets back in, will score. He will not score if he's not able to get back in. Great racing all around though at the moment. Back to leader. Tibbs clear of Monkey Boy, who's got Micro J's. They had a fight in the last race. They're having another fight now. Monkey Boy constantly flashing his lights. And he's gone wide. That's going to allow Micro J's to get through. Dennis Newman's not a million miles away here. Dennis Newman pulls out now on Monkey Boy. Has a look, does the Team Finland car, but that is all it is, just a look. Nothing else from Dennis Newman at the moment. Now is he going to send one up the inside of the chicane? He did this on the last lap. He's done it again now. Dennis Newman goes through. Monkey Boy drops to 4th. Dan's back up to 7th. Had a Cranky Duckhead then. 5 minutes through. Bit of a longer race. Dan now having a look up the inside of Hypertech. Is that job done for Unorthodox? You bet your bottom dollar it is. Great move that from Dan. Back up another place. So now Dennis Newman, who's had 2 third places already, is looking to get on that 2nd place part of the podium. And try and claw, well, I mean, he's going to claw points back on Dan at the moment anyway, as we head into the test track next. Just before Goodwood then. And with just under 10 minutes, about 9.5 minutes remaining in this race. Dennis Newman now having a look on Micro J's. It is going to be the outside of the corner though. Goes the long way round. Great move, Dennis Newman. Job done. Jeez, couldn't defend that one. And that is move complete. So then now Dan's going to have to try and catch down Monkey Boy. Team USA off the podium at the moment. Then it's Dan, then it's Hypertech. Cranky Duckhead's going to look up the inside of Hypertech. Can't get anything done there. He's 11.5 seconds clear at the moment of PN Motorsport. And Hypertech straight on. He's missed the chicane. Cranky Duckhead will get through. As Hypertech rejoins now. PN only 12.6 seconds off the back of Hypertech. 7 seconds clear though with Sibon. On his first outings, he's had a good few races. 13.9 seconds. Exist Tibbs is flying at the moment. Micro J's hasn't given up on Dennis Newman. We're still trying to find some time. Monkey Boy's got Dan. He's got the Cranky Duckhead actually. So what's happened to Dan? Dan's dropped a bit way behind Cranky Duckhead here. Did he make another mistake somewhere? The Team Scotland car at Road Atlanta having a nightmare. We might be crowning a new champion at SimPlay Motorsport in the hand of Exist Tibbs. Might become the GT7 Nations Cup champion for Team Switzerland, which will automatically put Team Switzerland in the next Nations Cup. PN's really caught onto the back of Hypertech here. That gap is a second. The Team France car here hunting down after Hypertech. Dan gets the chicane right this time. Hypertech just goes a little deep, as we've seen on board from PN. This is looking back from the Team Brazil car. Rich in the chat saying US. Got the US driver and the US team. Currently P4 is Team USA. And the US driver of Tibbs leads this race by 15 seconds. Monkey Boy 1.9 clear. USA versus Mexico again. Oh, that's a big corner cut there. Monkey Boy's going to have a half a second slowdown penalty. Well, he's a little loose all over the place there, is Monkey Boy. And where will he do that slowdown? I believe it's after this back onto the back straight here. He's now been given a second. So that is going to hurt him. The Cranky Duckhead made a mistake somewhere because Dan's got really close to Cranky Duckhead. PN and Hypertech still not close enough for a battle yet. So Monkey Boy has to yield time. We get ready for that. Dan's got the run on Cranky Duckhead. And you're going to start to see Monkey Boy appearing soon. Look, now he has to do his penalty. Slows down, gets back going. These two are at full speed coming. Here comes Dan. Cranky Duckhead's got his indicators on to the right. Can't go right. Unorthodox is there. Dan's got this chicane wrong a couple of times tonight. Has he got it right now? Yes, he does. Cranky Duckhead nails it as well. What about Hypertech in Team Brazil? Oh, he's gone deep and off. Here comes Team France of PN. Capitalising on another place. He gets past Hypertech, who rejoins a little ahead of Sibon. Tibbs 17.5 seconds clear of Dennis Newman, who started to pull away from Micro J's. Four and a half minutes left in this race here at Road Atlanta. Just a little stretched out in these quicker cars. Dan's now hunting after Monkey Boy. It's Team Scotland versus Team USA. As PN for Team France. Sibon's got past Hypertech. Hypertech's had another problem somewhere. This is looking back from the Team USA car of Monkey Boy. See on the back there, Design Manchester, SimPlay Motorsport and Audio Sport, with a new sponsor being announced soon. So keep your eyes out for that one. Dan getting a little closer to Monkey Boy. You see under the braking into the chicane here. Unorthodox, just using his 8 times championship expertise to get through. Didn't win the last Nations League, to be fair, did Unorthodox. I went the way of big boy Brazier and Ewart, if I remember. That was an unofficial championship. This is now an official championship. Bit of a wiggle for Monkey Boy there. Now Dan has the run. And here he comes. This is on board Dan. Oh, Monkey Boy just twitching all over the place at the moment. Dan trying to come through. Left, right, left. It's such a twisty first sector. Now before the back straight, get a good run here. Dan didn't get a great run out the uphill section. As much as he's pulling away from Cranky Duck, he's been given a half a second time penalty. That'll help Monkey Boy out no end here. As Dan now looks to send one on the inside. They somehow, did they make contact? I think Dan had the back end. The Monkey Boy pushed out. Dan lets him go. And Dan's going to have to take that half a second slowdown penalty. So what happens here? Let's watch. Now he takes it. Monkey Boy's gone. Cranky Duck had 3.4 clear of PN. Hypertech not being able to catch up to Sibon at the moment, but Sibon has a half a second time penalty. Tibbs, 28.6 seconds out front. Absolutely flying. And look at that for consistency. His worst lap of 34.4, Baldy obviously out at the first lap. Best lap of 34.1, and he's up on his delta. So Tibbs is flying at the moment. Then it's Dennis Newman. Micro J's 8 seconds behind, but is 10 seconds clear of Monkey Boy, who's got Dan 2.5. Cranky Duckhead's P6. He's some 5 seconds behind. Dan is 3 seconds clear of PM. That's just gone up to 4. Then it is Sibon. Then it is Hypertech. 2.2 is that gap. But back to the Monkey Boy Unorthodox fight. Monkey Boy twitching all over the place there. The early morning dew, you can see the mist with the rising sun here in America. A little wiggly there from Dan. And what are we on? 14 minutes, 19 seconds. So Tibbs might be on his last lap of the race here. Tibbs will be on his last lap of the race here. So Monkey Boy knows he's got the rest of this lap and one more to defend from Unorthodox. Don't forget, when the timer's up, that is when your race is done. Monkey Boy still giving us the flash of the lights. Team America versus Team Scotland. They're still not finished the lap time yet. Coming around the final corner now. Here comes Monkey Boy to start. In fact, no, to finish the race. Monkey Boy will take 4th place from Dan. Dan will get 5th. So I didn't see the timer run out there. So Dan's run to podium comes to an end. It's P5 for him. It is a 4th place for Monkey Boy. Cranky Duckhead will be P6. PN Motorsport will be P7. P8, Sibon versus Hypertech. Hypertech's going to look a long way around. Does Hypertech get there? No, he doesn't. It's going to be 9th place for Hypertech. It's going to be 8th place for Sibon. So I didn't even look at the timer, but it is going to be 3 wins from 3 for Exis Tibbs. What a drive from this man. What a night this man is having. Tibbs wins his 3rd race of the evening. It is yet another race win for Exis Tibbs. It is his 5th race win here at SimPlay Motorsport. It is podium number 26 as well. Dennis Newman will take a podium in this one too. It is going to be his, I believe, 11th podium. Yeah, it's his 11th podium. And then a debutant tonight. 3 races in. And he's going to take his first ever podium. Micro J's in his 3rd race is on the podium. What a race here tonight, this evening. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Tibbs on victory lane once again. He's the man to beat. He is the man to beat. Absolutely fantastic stuff for Exis Tibbs. And as we look at the championship, everybody can still mathematically win the Nations League tonight. It is Tibbs who is 20 points clear now of Dennis Newman. He is 1 clear of Dan on Orthodox 16. Micro J's moves into P4 with Monkey Boy 5th. Cranky Duckhead P6. PN Motorsport is in 7th place. Hypertech is 8th. Daz down to 9th. Doctor Who is 10th with Sibon 12th. Sibon 11th. Every driver can still win this championship in this race. Dan? Let me just read the final classification first. Exis Tibbs, your race winner. Dennis Newman, P2. Micro J's on his 3rd race with his first ever podium. Followed by Monkey Boy, Unorthodox, Cranky Duckhead, PM Motorsport, Sibon, Hypertech, Doctor Who, DNF'd in that one. Dan.
Hello.
Just talk us through what happened there.
I'm just terrible at this track. I hate it. I just absolutely hate it. Me and Monkey Boy having a right giggle. It was great fun. This is what I love about this, like this fun event that we're having. It's just a right little giggle, and that's all it is. It's nothing serious. It's nothing whatever. Hopefully Doctor Who can come back into the session. Hopefully, yeah, it's a right little giggle.
It's been an amazing night. I'm wondering if we can get any of the boys in the chat. Let me just see if we can get.
Jay's got his first podium.
He has got his first podium. 3 races it's took him.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
If the guys are listening and watching the stream, can they just all ready up, please? And Matt, you'll have to tell me the reverse grid order.
I will tell you the reverse grid order as I go to spectate. Here we are. There's a car coming out the pit lane. Right, so starting P1 will be Sibon once again.
Hopefully, we just need the boys just confirm their racing.
Yeah, and then if Doctor Who comes in, he will be P2. See if we can get Monkey Boy in for a quick chat. What a night, though, it's been. This is, like I say, it's fun racing, it's entertaining racing, it's brilliant to sort of broadcast, something different, you know, and it's been a giggle.
Yeah, this is the whole point, you know, so that have a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of fun, and yeah, it's just a mess around. Obviously, the main championship is we're out of season, so we're all just having a bit of fun, trying something new, trying something different, and yeah, GT7 is something that we haven't done in a long time, or GT, so it was something different circuits, different layout, different kind of idea, and yeah, the MX-5s are turning out to be a right difficult car to handle.
Now, PN said earlier when we spoke to him that he's already got a car in mind for the next Nations League, which will be around April, May time when the GT3 season comes to an end. Obviously, we said off air that the champion of this tonight has to sort of defend his title in the same nation car. So at the minute, it looks like Tibbs may be Team Switzerland again for the next one, provided he joins us.
Yeah, maybe so. See how well this series carries on. Just wait and see if Doctor Who joins us. I don't think he will come back, but hopefully he does. But yeah, I mean, so far so good for Tibbs. He's absolutely destroying it, and you know, we're all sitting there going, "Have you seen his racing? Have you seen his racing?" And it's like, yeah, well, A+ and S. You know, he's going to be quick. So I'm just going to try and invite Monkey Boy in now. So, but yeah, it's the rest of us having a right giggle. You know, Monkey Boy having a right little scrap just then was quite funny.
You kept going wide at the chicane, was your biggest problem.
I just kept going wide everywhere. I just don't like this track, but I know some people might want it, so I just, you know.
So we're at the test track now, yes?
No, we're at Gardens.
No, we're at Dragon Tail. The test track was the second one. Right, we're at Dragon Tail Gardens now, and then we go to the historic Goodwood. What an event that one should be.
Yeah, the good one. Depending on how well we do for time, if Doctor Who comes back, then we should be okay for time. But yeah, if we're good for time, we may sneak in something at the end as well, just
Ooh.
for a little bit of a
Now-
laugh towards the end.
I haven't heard from Argent, but we may have a certain someone who's just joined this party. We may have a certain someone driving as Team Spain,
Oh, okay.
and that is Sooty Apex. He's got to get the livery on the car. So Sooty, if you want to join the other party and ask Piana to get the livery. And we are joined by Monkey Boy. Now, rumour has it, Monkey Boy, that on the 19th of January there's a 3-hour endurance race. You're teaming with Dean Wasocki. Care to confirm this?
No, I can neither confirm or deny this. But
Right.
Little birdie again.
Little birdie told me, yeah. Oh, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason, Mr. Plato,
Yeah.
you know, on the blower. Bezzy makes me name. You've had a good couple of results tonight. Just talk us through your evening, because obviously it's a bit of a fun race, bit of a giggle. You know,
Yeah.
you kept this man behind you.
Yeah, that was an interesting race, that was. Yeah, forget about the first race. The second turn have been a bit more fun.
Are you deliberately flashing your lights?
I was just winding Dan up on that one.
Oh, just because every time I seem to be on you, you're flashing, so I didn't know if your button was set to your accelerator or something or what, because every time you seem to accelerate, your lights flash.
Yeah, I'm actually not on the wheel, so God knows what's set.
There we go. There we go.
I'm using the pad, so something could be assigned somewhere, and it's like going crazy.
Good fun, though.
But yeah, it's great fun. It's just a bit of a laugh. Even more so when Dan goes straight on.
Yeah, you managed. I was going to say you managed to keep him behind you, but he did a good job of that himself, really.
Wow, yeah, he got a penalty, so he should have got a penalty.
Yeah, there we go then. Okay, we've just been removed from the room. There we go. We're back, I do believe. So we're just going to show you the.
Yeah, just a change of settings for this one.
Okay. Care to share what?
We're at night.
We're at night. Why not? Why not, Monkey Boy?
We're at
Eh?
night. So I just need Monkey Boy and Cranky to just ready up, and then we can get the correct.
Hypertech has already got himself a 3-second. He's just returned to pit, so notice he got himself a 3-second penalty. That'll be for crossing the pit exit line, I imagine. Team USA though, Monkey Boy, you had your hot dogs and hamburgers and ready to go again.
Yeah, after that first one, I sort of went in the pits, had my hot dog.
Yeah,
Bit
had a
cheese sauce
rethink.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah, away we go.
you ask someone for a bit of
Burners
advice on
going.
getting quicker.
I did actually phone him. You know what? He was very helpful. Use that right foot, put it to the floor. Sorry,
Yeah.
right finger.
Right finger to the floor, smash who's in your way.
And
Can I have the
get in
grid
way of
order,
Dan.
please, Mathew?
I will give you the grid order. The grid order will be Sibon on pole position, with Doctor Who second, who doesn't look like he's back in, so it will then be Hypertech, because Daz is not here either.
Correct.
PN Motorsport will then be third,
Yep.
Cranky Duckhead fourth,
Okay. There we go. Yep.
our good man Monkey Boy in the next position. I nearly said Monkey Wasaki there. Micro J's will be behind him.
Yep.
Then yourself, Dennis, and Tibbs.
Oh, Dennis has jumped me. Fair enough. There we go.
So,
and if Sooty Apex gets in, then possibly him on pole.
Possibly him on pole. Now, Monkey Boy, obviously, you know, we've GT3 season coming up, hot stints, new thing this year for the times for the guys to put in. You was doing it in the BMW Monster livery car the other day, the M4. How did you find it? Are you looking forward to the new season with some of these new cars?
Yeah, I've actually changed from the BMW.
Ah.
I actually did the hot stint in the McLaren.
Oh, okay. I actually haven't gone through the rest of the times yet, so I don't know what you've done.
Yeah.
Is that the Evo then?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's strange going from the Bentley, but I think it's probably time for a change.
Now,
but yeah,
the extended grid's 30 drivers on each grid. Where are you looking to sort of be if there is them two categories, Pro-Am, Monster Motorsport?
because you so desperately want that. Yeah, I don't feel quick enough to be a pro.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it happens, it happens.
Now, in all seriousness, is there a teammate in mind before you obviously look at the categories? Obviously, we know you've had a couple of seasons with Sooty Apex, good partnership there. Obviously, yourself and Sooty been two of the OGs, come from THR to SimPlay Motorsport when it was first founded. You've sort of been here from day one, not really missed a season of the main event.
Yeah, no, it's just a bit of fun at the end of the day, nothing too serious. Take your mind off the real life world and see what happens.
Well, Monkey Boy, we'll let you get back to this next race here at Dragon Tail. Good luck, and I'm sure you'll be looking forward to going well at Goodwood later.
Yes, looking forward to that one.
Yeah. Drive like Jason Plato and the Historics himself.
I was thinking more Matt Neal, but...
Oh, clean as a whistle and down the road from everybody else. You're going to win the Goodwood then. Brilliant. Monkey Boy, best of luck. Best of luck for the next one, Monkey Boy. Dan, Team Switzerland, the team that seemed to be the ones to beat. Funny that. I was secretly, Team Wales was the one I was cheering for. Team Wales didn't get picked, so Team Swiss
Scotland
the second
is.
team. Team Swiss the second one. I got a Swiss flag. I nearly put I was thinking today for the stream, do I put my camera on and have my Welsh flag and my Swiss flag? They're the only two flags I own in the background, you know, a few nations. And sadly, that didn't come to fruition, but that would have looked nice. Yeah, everybody can still win the championship, bar Sooty if Sooty gets in. You're still in this. You're only 21 points behind, but Tibbs has been a very, very difficult man to beat tonight.
Well, like I said, he just plays like this type of game. He's got the rating to go with it. I've seen a lot of his times on here are pretty quick, and you know he's always one that I'm always trying to beat on the lap times here. But he just seems to be very good on this game. So I don't have an answer, especially on these tracks that I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
so and again, it's not like I've picked circuits that I've driven lots of laps on. I don't know these circuits at all. Road Atlanta pretty much showed it. So yeah, I just know Tibbs is putting a lot of hours on this game. I'm thinking that, let's have a single manufacturer championship with it. You know, it'd be a bit of fun, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone would be quite close, and turns out I was wrong. Tibbs is just disappearing.
Turns out from second down's pretty close, but Tibbs is the man to sort of beat at the moment. It's been a good fun night though. There's been, you know, door rubbing here and there. It's been sort of touring car-esque style driving, lunge up the inside, rub a bit of doors, and like we've said all night, it's been different and fun in a good way.
Yeah, it definitely has, and that's the whole point in this. It's just a little bit of fun as Sooty does join us, and yeah, it's just a little bit of a, you know, bit different. We're so used to ACC and taking it seriously.
Yeah.
This is just let the drivers have their hair down and just have a bit of a scrap, have a bit of fun, you know.
Here comes Sooty. PN's just typed in the chat. We're now going to see some send-its, because I don't think Sooty will hold back here.
I don't think he will either, and I think as also Sooty's don't know this track, so he'll probably just send it like there's no tomorrow. So he will be starting on pole as well. I don't have to give him a couple of laps just so we can know where he's going, but
I don't believe he's yet in the lobby. Now, do you know what? Leave it. Let it. Let's
he's
just
in
see
the
him.
lobby. He's in the lobby.
He's in the lobby. He's not yet on the grid.
He's not readied up.
Yeah. PN will obviously be talking him through all of that. Yeah, this looks a good one here. I'm looking forward to seeing this one go and see how we can do with it.
This circuit's got some pretty nasty curves, and it's also a bit tricky in some sectors as well.
The longest circuit, looking at lap time, 1 minute 50 near enough for Tibbs. So a longer circuit than what we've seen on the night. So it's obviously going to be less laps to try and get the job done.
Yep, definitely so. It's all about trying to capitalise as much as possible. I mean, the sector I'm in currently now is an absolute ball ache.
Again, while you just say the sector you're in, we see on the back the sponsors of Design Manchester and Audio Sport on the rear end of the car. If you want to go and check out what they do, Design Manchester, all your graphic designs, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, you name it, they do it. Link is in the description for them. And for any T3 and T4 parts,
that's T4, T5.
T4, T5. I knew it was a number close either side of 4. T4, T5 parts for your VW camper vans, I believe it is, or vans, or just VWs in general. I don't know.
Audio solutions for T4 or T5s.
There you go. Check their link out in the description as well. They do fantastic stuff. Kelly for Audio Sport and Mike for Design Manchester. Both fantastic guys, top blokes, who've sponsored the channel now for quite a while. Now, obviously, something wasn't mentioned. Sooty has now readied up and is in the team's main car. New sponsorship being announced soon, Dan, to go alongside Design Manchester and Audio Sport. Obviously, we're not going to go too much into it yet. We'll let that come out as and when it needs to. But a new sponsorship, and in talks with another sponsorship to possibly bring us our own channel music to the table as well, that I'm currently in discussions with. So a couple of new things happening at SimPlay Motorsport here in 2024, like the Nations League, like the PS5 edition. Depending on if the BMWs take off, could we reintroduce Formula 1? We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Dan, though, has left us as we are getting ready to go racing then on the grid for the Nations League. Sooty will be on pole position in the Team Spain car. So ignore the fact it says Argent. It will be Sooty Apex who will start another race. We are green and go here at the Dragon Tail circuit. And it is a pretty good start from everybody, it has to be said. Up and down the grid, everybody away nice and cleanly. But Sooty does lead from Seabon, from Hypertech, Cranky Duckhead. PM Motorsport is P5, Monkey Boy 6th. He's being swamped by Unorthodox and by Tibbs. PN's in the middle of this. Dan's going right around the outside. Tibbs has just tapped Monkey at PN. Dennis Newman's in there as well. Dan bunny hops over the curb. Jays was in that, as well as Peon. Seabon has dropped to the back. That's probably going to be damage to his car. Hypertech, though, has taken the lead. Monkey Boy's looking on the Cranky Duckhead again here. So another good opportunity for them. This is Exist Tibbs' 100th race here in SimPlay Motorsport. Dan's got a good run. Monkey Boy up the inside. He does. Oh, he sent it straight into the side of Sooty Apex. Dan's moved up to second place, and Monkey Boy has wiped out his previous teammate. Tibbs is in fourth, but being split by Dennis Newman. Cranky Duckhead has just been overtaken by Sooty. Jay has got Monkey Boy Hassel in the back of him, with Peon and Seabon not quite close by. PN is there as well. But Sooty Apex, in a world of his own, has just been absolutely lunged on by his previous teammate. I'm sure there will be words to say in that party afterwards. That's fantastic. Next race at Goodwood will be Hypertech's 50th. So we keep our eyes on that one. Down the order then, Jay trying to catch back onto Monkey Boy. PN there as well. It is Hypertech who leads from Unorthodox. Dan has got Tibbs on the back of him once again here. And Tibbs has looked fantastic all evening so far. Can he be beaten? Can he be stopped tonight? He's already going up the inside of Dan. Through the left-hander. Tibbs is in second place. Gets that tail sticking out a little bit. But Tibbs moves into second place. Fantastic sub there from Exist Tibbs. Dan's coming back at him though. It is Hypertech who leads this race. Dan is now coming back at him. And Dan moves back up into P2. Good stuff this. Hypertech leads. Dennis Newman a bit further back. Sooty Apex going wheel to wheel with Cranky Duckhead. Them two rub wheels a little bit there as well. So proving that Sooty is now going to absolutely drive the nuts off of that car. This is great. See, he moves back up into P5. Then it's Cranky. Then it's Jay. Monkey Boy's off onto the grass, bouncing over the curbs. Then it's Peon. Then it is Seabon. But it is Hypertech from Unorthodox who's got Tibbs right on the back of him once again here. Dan pulls to that inside line down at the hairpin. Tibbs is going to try and go the long way around the outside. Does he get the move stuck? No, he doesn't. Dennis Newman can't get involved in this either. And Dan hanging on in there over Tibbs while trying to catch Hypertech. Tibbs gets on the inside of Dan. Great move from Exist Tibbs in this night race here. And Dan's got to wake up and get another job done on Tibbs once again. Dennis Newman is right in the thick of this fight. And this is looking from Unorthodox's view. They see Hypertech there battling it out for his first ever race win. And Tibbs just has that car hooked up here. So Tibbs up into second place. Bit of a snap there from Tibbs. So it's Hypertech who leads from Tibbs. Then Dan, then Dennis Newman. Sooty Apex is P5. Then it's the Cranky Duckhead. Then Micro J's on the back of him. PM Motorsport's down in 8th. Ahead of Monkey Boy 9th. Seabon is down in 10th. But look at this front four having a great squabble here. This is looking back from Hypertech. Tibbs, Dan and Dennis. Tibbs a little all over the place. Dan trying to come back at him. Can't do so there. Team Brazil leading at the moment. Oh, Tibbs looking all over the back of Hypertech's car. Great stuff from the Team Switzerland driver at the moment. This is what you want to see in this kind of racing. It's absolutely fantastic. And Tibbs takes the lead of this race from Hypertech, so he's now got a car between himself and Dan again. Could win the championship in this one. I don't think he will, as Micro J's has got past Cranky Duckhead down the order. That fight isn't over yet. Monkey Boy down in ninth. Let's go back to Dan and Hypertech there, side by side. Dan is now through on Hypertech, so a good move there for Dan. He's got the job done early. Dragon Trail is a nice track. I liked it in GT Sport. Oh, what a shame, Ben. If you had GT7, you could have been on this with us. Any talks of a PS5 yet, Ben? For next season? Unorthodox then. Already 1.3 behind Exis Tibbs. Tibbs just flying at the moment. We're already 5 minutes 40 through this race. Tibbs sets the fastest lap of the race with a 150.1. Hypertech's third. They're just ahead of Dennis Newman. He'll be looking for a podium. Sutty then has got Micro J's catching him like mad here. On board with Micro J's. Looking from the front of his car. Behind us is the Cranky Duckhead. In front is Sutty Apex. Team Spain. After Sutty took that almighty wallop from Monkey Boy. He's now wiggling his way through the order. Don't forget, ACC 3-hour Monza driver swap. 19th of January, a week on Friday. If you want to get involved, head over to the Discord. Project Cars 2. Richie Benedict Vargas, Project Cars 2. Investing in progress. We'll get one in time, don't worry. Nice one, Benedict. Well, Ben, if you've got Project Cars 2, there's a fun event you can do there. Head over to the fun event page on the Discord. Scroll up above the GT7 one. There is the Project Cars 2 one. Get yourself involved in that. That'd be great to see you on there for the Tokenite. Default setups, 5 cars, 5 tracks. Make sure you head over there for that one. If you are new to the channel, though, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe as well if you are new. There's Micro J's on the back of Sutty Apex now. Down the hill. Let's just check out the leaders. Tibbs has dropped down. Hypertech's, not being caught by Dennis. Oh, Sutty has a big moment there. There's J's. There's Cranky Duckhead. PN. Can see the next 4. Monkey Boy, oh, he's bounced off the wall and he's round. And Sibon will get past him. So Jay's looking on Sutty. This is going backwards from the Team Spain car. Oh, there we go. Bonus for motivation. The pro season will start on your birthday. This is looking back from Sutty Apex's car then. Yes, it says Argent on his car. Argent's not here. It's Jay. Oh, bit of a clout up the rear. Kind of turbo boost Sutty into turn 1. So Sutty Apex, yes, he's driving in the Argent car, but we'll ignore that one. Sutty just struggling a little bit, having a few moments, having a few wiggles. Jays and Cranky Duckhead is there. PN is not a million miles away, let me tell you. Oh, Monkey Boy's in the pits. He's repairing his damage. Out he goes now. Do not cross that white line. You'll get a time penalty. So it is Tibbs, 3 seconds clear of Dan, who's not dropped Hypertech in this race. And then it's Dennis Newman, who can't do anything about it. Been on the podium every race. Doesn't look like he's going to be on the podium here. And Sutty Apex P5. But he's got Micro J's and Cranky Duckhead right behind him. And will we see PN just emerge? You see his lights and just the front of his car come onto screen a moment there. So Sooty Apex defending heavy from these boys. Oh, big snap from Sooty. Jace has got Cranky Duckhead to deal with. You see the lights of PN in the background. They're getting bigger. Jay bounced off the curb. Sooty slides. Cranky Duckhead's gone through on Micro J's. So a big moment off the curb for Jay there. And that puts the Cranky Duckhead up into 6th place. The Welshman driving for Team Mexico. Now Cranky Duckhead's going up the inside of Team Spain of Sooty Apex. They both come together. Sooty's in the wall and Micro J's takes both positions. Sooty stays ahead of Cranky Duckhead and PN's now right in the mix here. This is on board Sooty. Jay has gone. Cranky Duckhead. Sooty must have some damage in this race. Sibon a little further back, then Monkey Boy way back after his pit stop. He's actually, no, he's not a lap down. Not far from being a lap down. 10 minutes just gone. So there's 5 minutes in this race. And it's nearly 2 minutes lap. Hypertex got back ahead of Unorthodox here. So Hypertex got back through on Dan. And Dennis Newman just hasn't had a response in this race. Sooty still ahead of Cranky Duckhead. Cranky Duckhead, look at the slipstream though, down towards the left-hander. PN's got a box seat for this. Cranky Duckhead up the inside. PN, could he have snuck up? He tried to. Sooty's just tapped the Cranky Duckhead, did he there? Cranky Duckhead spins around, he drops down to P8. And Sooty keeps hold of P6. PN moves into 7th. What a race this is. Back to the front though. Hypertech, Team Brazil, P2. Dan is P3. Dan trying to gain on Hypertech here. Hypertech a little wide out the last corner. Dan has a massive slide. Who got the better momentum? I believe Dan has. No, he hasn't. Hypertech manages to start to pull away. And Dan looking up the inside into turn 1. Hypertech just staying in front. Dan not able to capitalise there then. Back down the order. There is Jay. A Team England car. Sooty Apex. I don't know if his car's a bit damaged here, but it seems a little all over the place. There is PN. Dan has got Hypertech then, so he did pass Hypertech somewhere. PN going to try and close onto the back of Sooty Apex. Hypertech still within that reach of Dan. Tibbs 10 seconds up the road. Good stuff from Tibbs. Jay just dropping a wheel on the grass. He's 17 seconds behind Dennis. Sooty Apex 1.6 clear of PN. Cranky Duckhead's only 2 seconds off the back. He's 11 seconds clear of Seabon, and Monkey Boy 20 seconds behind. So closest fight at the minute is Hypertech on Orthodox. This is onboard Hypertech. Dan's gone a little wide here. This could open the door for Hypertech. He's looking up the inside. And has he got that job done? Not at the moment. Dan's already gone defensive. Dennis Newman's being allowed to come back into this. And oh, a couple of manoeuvres there for Dan. Well, that is just weaving at this point. That is just weaving. Hypertech send up the inside? No. Doesn't. Dan stays ahead of Hypertech for now. Hypertech gets a little run. No, he can't. Just not enough. Hypertech looking up the inside, though, all over the curb. And can't get past Dan at the moment. Although, has he now? No, Dan's been able to cover off that next part of the lap. Dennis Newman right behind these two as well. So, not been off the podium tonight, has Dennis. He's fancying another look at this here. Dennis fancying this. Hypertech going the long way round of unorthodox. Around the outside, we're on the 14th minute mark. So Tibbs, who's leading this race, will be coming to start his final lap in a moment. Back to this epic scrap though. Dennis, Dan and Hypertech. What's happening back down the order though? Jay has got Sutty gaining on him. PN still following suit. Cranky Duckhead trying to come back. Sibon and Monkey Boy still really in no man's land. Tibbs is about to start his last lap of the race. He does so now. Dennis Newman very wide in the background. Hypertech just gives Dan a little tap there. That's unsettled Dan's car. Hypertech's going to go through. Dennis Newman's going to go through as well. So Dan down to 4th from 2nd. Hypertech there, well, he wasn't allowing Dan to get another bit of weaving. In fact, they're done. So Hypertech hit the line, takes 2nd place. Dennis Newman will get another 3rd. That is another podium for him. Dan finishes 4th. Hypertech takes 2nd. And it is going to be Sutty Apex, who he's going to hang on in there for P5. Ahead of Newman Micro J for P6. PN Motorsport will come across the line for 7th place. Cranky Duckhead will get an 8th. And then it is going to be Sibon for 9th. And Monkey Boy rounding out the top 10. But on his 50th appearance, it is going to be that man again. Exis Tibbs. Nearly said Micro J's who takes another win there. J's yet to win a race. As Monkey Boy, we're just waiting for him to finish. And we look for Hypertech's podiums. How many podiums does he have? That is his 6th podium now at SimPlay Motorsport. Monkey Boy finishes top 10. But it's this man, 50th race appearance here at SimPlay Motorsport. And it is race win number 6 for Exis Tibbs. It is podium number 29 for Exis Tibbs. He's going to win once again here on GT7. It is Tibbs, your race winner, and is close to being crowned your champion of the Nations League. There he is. There is 3 drivers that can win it. Himself, Dennis Newman on Orthodox 16. Micro J's is now 4th with Hypertech in P5. Cranky Duckhead is 6th with Monkey Boy 7th. PM Motorsport is 8th. Sibon 9th. Daz Automatic 10th. Doctor Who 11th. And Sutty Apex down in that last place. So it will be Sutty who will actually be starting provisional pole yet again in the next one. But it is Tibbs, your race winner. 9 places gained in that one, it says. And as we see here, Tibbs from Hypertech from Dennis Newman on the very last lap. Unorthodox 4th. Sutty 5th after being walloped by his teammate from last season on lap 1. Micro J's PM Motorsport Cranky Duckhead, followed by Sibon and then Monkey Boy bringing up the rear. Dan, that was an interesting move at the last corner.
Yeah. It was... I don't know. I'm just having a laugh. It's just damage as well, which didn't help, and just hearing these lot giggling as well. You're just getting put off, and you just make silly mistakes.
Sutty's in there now, so I can only assume that the party's got even wilder.
Yeah, don't ask. Yeah, Sutty's definitely made it more interesting. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, he got walloped by Monkey Boy. Is that fair to say?
That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, it was really funny. I was just giggling the whole time, and I was like, you're not going to make the corner, Monkey Boy. And he was like, yeah, it's fine. Bang!
We're at the historic Goodwood circuit now, though. This is going to be an absolute fantastic race as well.
Yeah. I mean, sadly, the thing I wanted to do, we may not get time to do. I was planning to do a quick short race around Daytona Oval, drafting one another, seeing what would happen. But if these boys hurry up and ready up, we might be able to sneak it in right at the end. Just a 10-minute thing.
Tibbs has just asked Dennis if he has a turbo in his car. I think it's Tibbs, the one that's got the turbo in the car.
I hear it.
Mm.
So yeah, they've obviously done something to these cars. Maybe I think Tibbs has done something to his because he's so quick. But yeah, this has been a right giggle.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Here we go then. This is the man I wanted to speak to. Graham, good evening. You've came in late. Your first race, you're on provisional pole, and your former teammate decides it's a good idea to use you as his brakes.
Yes, he did.
Talk us through it.
But well, I was lengths in the lead. I outbrought myself in the first corner. I didn't know where the track was going, which is always good. And then next thing I got sent to the moon.
Yep, former teammate. Safe to say that relationship has come to an end? It's a good bit of fun though, this, isn't it? So obviously you've jumped in late, good bit of racing. You had a good fight with Monkey Boy and with Jay and PN and Cranky Duckhead.
Yeah, it was good laugh, especially when I turned traction control off for a giggle. I don't think I went straight at any corner whatsoever.
Team Espana racing under Argent's car. We know you and Argent's had a bit of history, so it's nice to fill in for Argent.
Yeah, so the first 20 events in the car, so it wouldn't be right if you come back as on.
Obviously, you was part of the Nations League last time. You was here with your good friend Phil, who's no longer at SimPlay Motorsport. Pharaoh Philly was known back then in the Red Bull Juniors. You enjoying it as much as you did last time?
Yeah, last time was carnage as well, so this is just the same. I've already done one race, so it's a good laugh.
Good laugh. Goodwood though now, historic circuit. You know it well.
Yes, I've been fiddling with the BOPs to see what I can do. My turbo, unfortunately, I can't quite get that in, but yeah, it's really good to go. Won't let me do nitrous, so I was a bit unhappy about that.
I mean, default, Graham. The clue is default. Obviously, you're going to be taking part, it looks like, in the endurance event, 3 hours of Monza. Teaming up with yours truly, that should be a good event.
Yeah, that should be a good deal, especially with you and me. The only plus side to it I can see is that we want us to crash into each other for a change, so that's always good.
It's not Formula 1, my friend.
Yeah, that's a good shout, to be fair, like when you always take me out. Anyway.
We'll look over that. You're also doing Tokenite on the 25th of January. So it looks like you're down for that one as well. We know the history of the Tokenite, the THR night as it was previously called. Obviously, GT5's historic car there. We won't go into the GT5 Championship. Clio's GT4 Ginettas, your forte. Porsche Cup cars in the GT3 Porsche, I do believe, and then the touring cars themselves. That's going to be another good event. Well, you actually did well in the wheel last time. If you remember the last time we did that, you had a good race, me and you at Brands.
Oh, the GT5 is just it's the default, isn't it?
I don't think he's heard you. Yeah, Sooty, best of luck for Goodwood.
Cheers.
Welcome. Dan doesn't have an answer there on default, Sooty says. Dan, your answer?
Just took a Formula Racing League champion. The default championship.
I knew that one was coming.
We're just waiting on
Dennis
one
gone
of
to the
drivers.
toilet.
Yeah.
Do you have the grid order?
I have the grid order. It's already done it for me. It's been doing it all night.
So Sooty, you're on pole again.
Oh, God.
That's what we thought. Yeah, exactly. You out there on the track at the moment? Now you're sat in the pit lane, you're having a nice chill, showing off your Mazda MX-5. Dan's out on. We're out now. There's the Team Spain car. Lovely liveries again. Thanks, massive thanks, and a massive shout out.
We would be able to hear that, but my Matt's decided to turn his mic off.
Tell you what, I'll tell you what I've done. I've for some reason lowered my other microphone, so it disconnected the mic I was using and changed my headset mic, and it didn't register it properly. So, yeah.
Nice.
So this is the famous where Sooty is at the moment. Oh God, he's right. We're expecting a few cars off at that corner there, aren't we, Dan?
Yep. And we're about to go racing now,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go then. So best luck to all the drivers.
Finale.
The finale, Tibbs versus Dan versus Dennis Newman. Who's going to take the win?
Yeah.
Dan and Sutty will be joining us on commentary. We are, for the final time tonight, green and go. It is a good start from Sutty Apex and a good start from Sebon as well. Hypertech's not got the best of launches, and it looks like the Team France car of PN Motorsport has tried to go up the inside of Hypertech. He has indeed, and PN looking up the inside. Hypertech manages to keep it all together, but Sebon and Hypertech are wide. PN's wide. Monkey Boy's just barged him off the road like there's no tomorrow. Tibbs is trying to follow through. Sutty's got a lovely cushion, but it's Monkey Boy who's second, so it could all happen again. Tibbs and Monkey Boy now going side by side through the right-hander. Monkey still flashing the lights on the MX-5 here. Monkey's now past Tibbs. Flat scat through this part of the circuit before the heavy braking zone into this left-hander. Let's see what happens with Sutty. He's made the corner. Tibbs makes the corner. Monkey doesn't. He's gone very wide. Dennis and Dan's gone through. Hypertech's followed suit. Sebon has followed suit, and everybody else has made it.
I may have aided Monkey Boy off there.
May have been a slight push without kind of touching him.
A
Good
Matt
one.
Neal nudge.
Well, you say that. There was a GT Sport Nations Cup round here back in the day. We raced with Minis, one of the biggest fun I've had, said Ben in the chat. So it is Sutty who leads from Exist Tibbs. Then it is Unorthodox, Dennis Newman. Monkey Boy now defending from Micro J's. It is Team England versus Team America. And PN's having a lunge up the inside of J. Does he follow through? No, he doesn't. He's got his Go Faster wipers on. There is Cranky Duckhead following suit. Sebon just behind. Hypertech then down in 10th. But as they come to the line, it is going to be Sutty Apex through the chicane who leads from Tibbs, from Unorthodox. Dennis Newman. Monkey Boy's in the wall. He's in the pit wall. I don't quite know how Monkey Boy's been able to do that, but he's in the pit wall. He's in the pits. So everybody is through. PN got past J. PN's very wide through turn 1, as is Cranky Duckhead. J's now in the wall through turn 1, as is Hypertech. So Tibbs leads from Sutty, who's giving us a flash of the lights. It's got to be one of the buttons to steer, I reckon. Coming through the left-hand. They're all getting through that left-hander. Nice and easy. No. Not nice and easy. So he gave that one away for us. He's well off. And Dan got a front row seat to that. Dennis got through. PN was slow, so I reckon PN's buggered it as well. Cranky Duckhead all over the back of the Team France car. Can't get through there. Sebon's got past Hypertech, who's got past Micro J's. So I think Dre went grass cutting as well. And Monkey Boy's got a 3-second time penalty for cutting the pit entry line after hitting the pit wall. I'm sure he'll care to explain that one shortly. He's made it through the left-hander, though. Dan's got ahead of Sutty Apex here. What's the lap times? 1:31. So, yeah, we're looking at a good lap time at the minute. Sutty is all over the place. He's not bounced off the chicane wall at the moment. Dennis Newman on the grass behind him. Dennis Newman bounces off the wall behind Sutty. Fastest lap Tibbs, 1:24. Cranky Duckhead now ahead of PN, who is clear of Sebon, and then Hypertech, and then Micro J's, who's got to try and come back. Monkey Boy way behind. He's served his 3-second time penalty. And Tibbs looks like he's going to take a clean sweep of race. Wins at this rate because these two behind having their own little battle, their own little giggle. Great stuff here in the Mazda MX-5 touring cars. It's been an absolutely fantastic night. This is Hypertech's 50th race as well.
Oh God.
Well, we didn't catch that moment, so we don't know where they was wide. Oh, Micro J's has decided to take a trip grass tracking again at the left-hander. And now Monkey Boy's coming up to it, so no pressure on Monkey Boy to get this one right here. So he's absolutely loving it. But it's Tibbs who leads from Unorthodox, who's got Sutty right up his chuff here. Dan's had to drive hard tonight. He's really had to drive hard on board Sutty Apex. Looking back, you don't really see Dennis Newman. He's just come through the chicane. And now down through turn 1. Sutty's drifted wide. And Dennis Newman fancies a piece of this action. Sutty still on the grass. Now he returns to the circuit. Cranky Duckhead no longer under pressure from PN. PN's gone so wide. As well does Hypertech. Turn 1 seems the biggest problem for drivers here. Hypertech's in the wall. He's hit the wall big time. Micro J's goes through. Monkey Boy's nowhere near at the moment. Tibbs negotiates the left-hander. Dan. Oh, just drifts a little wide. Dennis Newman. Dan's bunny hopping. Tiny to molehill, I reckon. There it bounced so high. Dennis Newman went onto the grass as well. Cranky Duckhead. He got through. PN got through, it looks like. No, where is PN? Oh, there he is. I don't think he did get through.
I saw Sati on a practice session jump a Janetta, so I thought I'd try and jump an MX-5.
Oh, that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Sutty's pushing Dan here.
I got a little speed boost then. Oh.
Oh, Dan wide. Sutty fancies ascend it. They make a little bit of contact. Sutty can't get up the inside through the chicane. And out they come. Team Spain versus Team Scotland.
Freedom.
And Dan's doing his weaving. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there's Tibbs, there's Dan, there's Sutty. Dennis Newman can't keep up with them two. Then it's Cranky Duckhead. PN's dropped off the back of Cranky. PN actually... No, he doesn't. Thought he was actually going to stand track for turn 1, but he doesn't. Sibon and Micro J's go side by side. Jay keeps hold of that place. Get it into turn 1, Jay. Get it turned in. He does. Sibon goes a little wide. Hypertech is off again. This time doesn't hit the wall. Monkey Boy's going to gain on these for how many times he's go wide. Right, through the left-hander. Top 4 do it okay. Cranky Duckhead, fine. PN Motorsport. PN's fine. Micro J's. There's something happening for P2 and 3. What's going off here? Let's take a look. You can just hear these two giggling. You know something's happening. Tibbs 124. We're 7 minutes through this race. So just a little bit of time left on Orthodubs. On Sutty Apex. Great to see this battle. Oh, down a little wiggly. Sutty's on the grass. That's not the quickest way down the start straight. And on board Sutty once again. Dennis Newman really getting closer in the background now. You see Dan just pull away a little bit in the corner. Dennis just gains that little bit of momentum through turn 1. In towards turn 2. Still on board with Sutty Apex here. Trying to carry as much speed as he can through this long turn 2, if you will. Into 3. Now into 4. Hit the brakes hard. Sutty manages to keep it on the circuit. We look behind. Dennis Newman has followed suit as well. So Sutty just dropped back from Dan a little bit this lap. Cranky Duckhead has fully dropped PN. Jay has dropped Sebon. And Hypertech is being caught by Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy down in P10. Not had the best of last 2 races. He's the only driver who's had to pit tonight. As Tibbs, with 8 minutes 23 on the clock, enters the chicane. And it does look like Team Switzerland are going to take a clean sweep. But it's Team Scotland, Team Spain and Team Finland all fighting it out for this final podium. In fact, what is it? If Sutty gets the podium here, I believe that might be his 50th podium. It would be Sutty's 50th podium.
Oh, we can't have that now.
So there we go. So Sutty gets a podium tonight. He's got 50 podiums. Dan would have got 50 pole positions, but Dennis Newman now wants to upset Sutty's 50th podium party by trying to jump on the rear. Oh, and taps the rear of Sutty. Cheeky from Dennis Newman, barges his way through. He doesn't want Sutty to have his 50th podium tonight. But he's let him back through. That's kind of the German driver for Team Finland.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Oh, sheep indeed. As through the left-hander, Dan goes, bounces over the curbs. Nicely done. Sutty on the curb fully. Dennis Newman Just drifts a little wide, nothing too bad. PN's got ahead of Cranky Duckhead, so I don't know where he's done that, but he's also 5.6 seconds ahead. Jay's a clear of Sebon, and Hypertech's got Monkey Boy rallying him in now. As here comes Dan, trying to back Sooty into Dennis. They have a little contact. Here comes Dennis Newman. On the back of both of them, he pulls out on Sooty Apex now. He's side by side with Sooty. Sooty, is he going to think of sending one on Dan? He can't because Dennis Newman's here. This could be 3 wide coming into the last part of the lap. Sooty's going to try and hang it around the outside. Dennis Newman gets the job done up the inside. Sooty backs out of that, tucks back underneath Dennis Newman. What a bit of racing this is here in the MX5 Nation League. Sooty's been given a penalty. For track limits, he's been given a half-second time penalty. He'll have to serve that at the penalty area. And he's now got a run on unorthodox. And Dennis Newman wants to make this 3 wide. On board with Dan. No, Dennis backs out of it. Oh, Dan and Sooty just rubbing and exchanging some more paint. Sooty still on the grass. Dennis Newman goes back through now. And where is that penalty marker for Sooty Apex? Because that's where he's going to have to get this job and lose that half a second. He's actually dropped back from Dan and Dennis a little bit. Have both made it through the left-hand bend. And still nothing for this penalty marker yet. It's coming up now. You've just seen on screen it's coming up now. Dennis up the inside of unorthodox. And Dennis gets the job done on Dan. Good move that. So Sooty's going to lose a bit of time here when he slows down. You see the yellow markers on screen. Dan, gone. Sooty now gets back up to racing speed. Dan's going to have a look on Dennis Newman. He's going to look up the inside. He thought of sending one. Gets it on the breakaways. Dennis gone. He's gone very, very wide. And that's allowed Sooty Apex back onto the rear wing of Dennis Newman here then. Down the order, PN clear of Micro J's, who's got Sebon right there. He's got Cranky Duckhead not far behind. Monkey Boy's got ahead of Hypertech. And Dan having a bit of a moment. Here comes Sooty. Here comes Sooty. Looking up the inside of Dennis Newman. Team Spain versus Team Finland. Sooty's got the inside line. Tries to creep it up the inside. Dan's just starting to pull away from these two now. We're on to 12 minutes 15 seconds. Sooty still holds the inside line. Dan on 2 wheels, Sooty half across the grass. Now Dennis has the inside line, a bit more paint exchanged. And Sooty has to get out of that one there. What a bit of racing this is. Dan looked wide. And this is now going to put... yeah, I think Dan wants to get involved. PN has a bit of a wiggle. But he's still P5 at the moment. Tibbs crosses the line, 12 minutes 47. Here comes Dennis Newman on unorthodox. Great camera shots here at Goodwood. Through go the MX5s. Dennis to the outside of unorthodox. Dan still on the grass to get the job done here. And Dennis right around the outside. Dan's still there. No, he's not for the chicane. Has to tuck back in behind. And look at Sooty right in this fight. Podium number 50 this could be for Graham. Also, the endurance night, it counts for the official stats as well. So Graham could get a race win and a podium there. As Sooty's going to go up the inside of unorthodox. Don't want to squabble too much. These two will want to hump back after Dennis Newman. Under 1.5 minutes remaining here in this Nations League. It looks like Switzerland are going to take a clean sweep. But we've had Tibbs have his 100th start. Hypertech's 50th in this one. We've had Dan's 50th pole. We've had Micro J's first ever podium. And it has been great racing throughout here tonight. Sooty Apex putting pressure on Dennis Newman now. Team Finland versus Team Spain. You just feel a send-it manoeuvre with Graham. Whenever he's in the car, you just feel like he's going to lunge at any given moment. Not brave enough there. He's gone a little wide onto the grass, so he's got to keep it out the wall. That's a way to enter the chicane. Jeez, that is a way to enter the chicane. He's bounced off the wall there. That could put Sutty's podium chances to bed. PN's 5th, Sebon's 6th, Micro J's 7th, Cranky Duckhead gaining on the back of the Team England car. Monkey Boy's 9th, trying to get on Team Mexico. And Hypertech for Team Brazil bringing up the rear. Tibbs is about ready to lap them. Tibbs has got 8 seconds until this race will be done, so in all fairness, will Sebon make the line? Will PN make the line? PN won't make the line, so PN will finish this race P5. Sebon will finish this race P6. Micro J's will finish his evening P7. Monkey Boy, Cranky Duckhead will finish his evening P8. Monkey Boy will finish his evening P9. Hypertech will finish his evening P10. But your Nations Cup champion is going to be Exis Tibbs. P1 every race. Team Switzerland win the Nations Cup. And it's now a matter of, will Dennis Newman have a full set of podiums tonight as well? He comes towards the line. Sutty's just going to have missed out on that podium, I reckon. Oh, Dennis wide at the wrong time. He's still on that grass a little bit. This is where Sutty lost all momentum. Does Dan think of lunging into the chicane? He can't. It's too tight. Dan gets an immense run. Dan's on the grass. Oh, Dan's nearly tapped him round. Has Dan tapped him round? Sutty's going to take second place. Sutty Apex P2. Dennis Newman will come home for P3. Dan tried it. It didn't work. But a P4 for unorthodox 16. Sutty Apex will get his 50th podium. Go down to Tibbs. That is podium number 30. We go down to Dennis Newman. That is podium number 13 for Exis Tibbs as well. That is win number 7 at SimPlay Motorsport. But it is the Nations Cup victory for Team Switzerland. And for Exis Tibbs, his first championship at SimPlay Motorsport. He is now a champion to join the rest on one championship with the likes of Falguest and others. But what a race that was. What an evening that was. This is your race result. Exis Tibbs, Sutty Apex, Dennis Newman on Orthodox 16, PN Motorsport, Sebon, Micro J's, Cranky Duckhead, Monkey Boy, and then Hypertech rounding out the top 10. What a night's worth of racing. Dan, it's been a lot of fun. It's been very eventful.
Oh, it's been absolutely hilarious. And just like I said, it's just the little bits of fun that we've had here. This is the whole point in the fun events. It's just to put on a show for you guys while there's nothing on at the minute. And yeah, it's all just a bit of fun. And make sure you tune in because we do have more entertaining races coming up soon. Like Matt said, we have the 3 hours of Monza. And we'll also have the token night as well. So Project Cars 2 will make a return to the channel. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. That'll be 5 races once again, but different categories. I'll be bringing you the action for that one, as Matt will be hitting the track, as it's kind of his little thing that they used to do back in the day. But yeah, it's been great fun, and I'll tell you what, I would say this has been quite a little bit of a success tonight.
Yes.
So we possibly might have to bring this back for the next season, mid-season break, and maybe pick a different car, different circuits, and yeah, just have a bit more fun with it.
Have a look. Do another.
It's been a great giggle. Another
Nations League. Sutty's left the room. I'm surprised Sutty don't fancy this oval for 5 minutes. It's been a great night. It's been fantastic. Sutty gets his 50th podium. Dan gets his 50th pole position. 100th race start for Tibbs. And for Hypertech, the next official event will be, like Dan said, the 19th of January, the 3 hours of Monza. It is either a driver swap or a solo event. So make sure you come and join us for that one. As well as if you want to see the token night, it is the 25th of January on the Thursday night. Dan will be bringing you the action for that. That one is an unofficial event. It is just a special event. Unofficial is that one. And then the start of the season is the 6th of February, the BMW M2s. And then it will be the 7th of February for Pro-Am, the 8th of February for Pro. Hot stints are taking place, as well as other things taking place. We are now doing a bit of fun around Daytona. And why not? I'm going to have a go. So I'm in the Team Wales car. Let's see what we can do. Bit of fun at Daytona here. We're starting last. So let's see what we can do. We're already headed to the outside line of Dennis Newman. Dan's going to come and block me as Team Scotland. Apologies, Dennis.
Please, guys, if you haven't done so, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified so you don't miss anything here as well. And if you haven't done so, then head over to the Sim Grid, get yourself signed up for the new season, and yeah, get your hot stints in, and be a part of this amazing community, as we're all now just sending it at Daytona just for a laugh and a joke.
Monkey Boy leads this race with his half-a-second penalty.
Yeah, he's gonna suddenly just slow right down. Do you remember when we tried to do NASCAR around here?
On Project Cars 2, yeah, that didn't work at all. Like Dan says, though, hit that like button, hit the bell to be notified when we are live. Like we said, the 19th of January, we are back next live. This does not count for the Nations League. It is Exis Tibbs who wins the Nations League as Team Switzerland. I've got Hypertech right behind me, I believe, who is now in the party and can possibly be heard. Here he is.
Jace to the outside.
This last race is just a little giggle. Tibbs has won the Nations League. It's been a good night, Hypertech. Again, Hypertech, massive thank you for the liveries. Whoever's behind Monkey Boy, move, because he's about to stop.
Yeah, ghosts. Oh God, Jay nearly hit me.
Yeah, let's just do this. 3 minutes left of this race. Team Wales, 1 race, 1 win. Oh no! No! Oh, don't hit me!
Hypertech wanted to win a race one way or another.
I'm still not back on track yet.
No, I had a snap.
Oh, my car's got massive rear damage. Well, Team Wales, not 1 race, 1 win.
Oh God, here comes Monkey Boy.
This is taking a while to get down the pit road here.
He's going to come up right in front of this group. Oh, Matt has actually come out in front of us. Oh!
Oh! It's just put me... It's just disappeared me. I'm back with PN.
Sorry, you two can bump draft me, it's fine.
Oh,
You can bump draft me, it's fine.
I must say the Team Wales livery is probably the nicest one.
No.
Not biased or anything.
Germany.
You know,
Germany
no,
for
you
me
know which one was the
nicest.
nicest one? And we didn't get to see it, was Team Japan. Swiss one was good, yeah.
Well, PN saved all the replays, so he's going to be getting some lovely photos of the racing action.
Oh, good.
So hopefully we'll see it all on the Instagram.
Yeah, you can send them on the Discord and put them on the Instagram and on the social medias. Go and check out Facebook page and Instagram if you want to get involved. Check the link for Discord. Get yourself involved. Sign up for the BMW M2s, the GT3s. If you, oh, he's a step above everybody, isn't he, on here? Jeez. There wasn't a Hungarian one at Nexus, but I'm sure if you've got GT7, there's no reason why for the next Nations Cup, if you take part in it, we can... Although, to be fair, everybody got a spin of the wheel, so... You know, nobody got given a livery.
Oh, God. That was brilliant.
I've unlocked myself from PN, yes. Dan wins from Monkey Boy from Hypertech, from Micro Chase, from Dennis Newman from PN, and then me. Good race.
GT7's worked out quite well tonight, and I think we might be seeing a little bit more of it just for a bit of fun. We might see what people have and don't have, and yeah, we'll put some votes out and see what we can get on. And I'm pretty sure Hypertech can produce some fantastic liveries for us once again. That's it.
I reckon if we get a call now for the next Nations League at the end of the next GT3 season, you've got a whole season of GT3s to work on liveries then.
We'll figure it out.
No, pleasure to have you do the liveries. Absolutely fantastic looking cars. Pleasure to all the drivers, Hypertech, PN, Dennis Newman, Macro J's, Monkey Boy, Dan Sutty, Doctor Who, and Daz Automatic earlier on, Seabon and Cranky Duckhead. Been an absolutely fantastic night. Dan, we had though 19th of January for our endurance race, 25th of January for the Project Cars 2 race. And yeah, what a night it's going to be, both them fun nights. And then the season starts beginning of February. I can't wait.
Yeah, neither can I. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. New season ahead of us with PS5, new cars, new circuits. It's going to be an interesting season here at SimPlay Motorsport, and make sure you stay tuned in, because I believe if things don't come round, we might have Matt out of the Pro and me in for Pro instead this season.
Well, you're definitely in Pro. Well, depending on where you qualify.
I mean, yeah.
Been fantastic as always. Make sure you go and check out Design Manchester and Audio Sport in the description below. Press their links to head over to their Facebook pages, I do believe, to see what they do. And offer fantastic sponsors. Hypertech, fantastic work once again for the liveries. Not sure who's in the commentary box for the fun event, because we are testing it in terms of commentators and racing. I will be in it at some point. I believe PN will be in it at some point, as well as the driver swap stuff. So stay tuned for that. And please bear with us for that one. Dan will be back in the box the 25th of January for the Tokenite. And then everything will all be announced. New stuff coming for the brand new season. You will not see anything until the first race night on the season. So stay tuned for that first one. 6th of Feb, BMW M2. 7th and 8th of Feb for Pro-Am and Pro. It's a busy month now at SimPlay for the admins to get everything in order. But we will see you next time. Good night.
Good night.